Hey guys, I'm here with our first sponsor, a book I can't recommend enough, Healthy Made Easy, written by Mitchell Thompson. We've had him on the show. He's the owner of Self-Sustained Training. Great guy. He's given us a book jam-packed with so much information on diet, the effects on the body, what we should be eating. I can't recommend this book enough. Like I said, if you need a guide to starting a healthier diet, living healthier, this book has everything you need to start out. Easy read, jam-packed with information. It's available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Be sure to head over, follow Mitchell Thompson. He's on Instagram, all platforms, Facebook, everything. Check out his documentary. That as well is very eye-opening. Issues in our medical field, how beneficial a healthy diet is. I want to appreciate everybody for supporting the show. And go check it out.
John Danaher was a kid, and he said that the guy was doing all these tricks. He was like a stunt man, and one of the tricks he did was walk on a plank just from a building to one building to another building, like a narrow plank. And they thought it was impressive, but it was really like anyone could do this stuff. They're like,
Really?
like for one of the things was, hey, look, I'm gonna walk from all across a plank from a building to another building, right? Uh-huh. And the kids were like, oh gosh, but it's like anyone could do that, right?
Yeah.
But then he goes, okay, I'm gonna put the plank on the ground now, and I want everyone to walk across it. And his whole moral was, hey, it's the same thing as when I was up there. It's just it's just lower on the ground. You did the same thing I did. It's just I was much higher. So the analogy is we're having a conversation on the porch. No one's watching.
Yeah.
This is the same thing, but there's a camera rolling. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but also nerve. Well, I guess, yeah, you're right. Nerves. Him
Oh,
being way up at the top. Yeah. And then you being on
the whole world of the story is nerves.
Yeah.
Neural control.
Yeah. I know, but how do some of them guys control that? That's what I wonder sometimes.
That's what makes them badass. Because it's like you got a guy that's winning all the time in the room, which is cool, and I do think it counts because there's levels to it. You could say, oh, it doesn't really count. It was in the room, and you can go to another level. You could say it don't really count. It was just competition. Because where does it really count? It is a real fight
in a tournament, yeah, or in a fight.
You can go life or death situation in a fight. You can go one level up.
Yeah, that's true.
You could say it's just a tournament. Give a damn. If it was a real fight, I'd beat his ass. Or if it was life or death, I'd beat his ass. Or like, oh, there was no strikes. I can't kick him in the balls. I can't use my. Or we could go down. I couldn't throw a chair at him. It's just too long of a trail to go down. I didn't have my knife. I didn't have my gun. I can't
of possibilities. Yeah.
Of where does the rule set end? Okay, no guns. Okay, no knives. Okay, no striking. Okay, no ground game. Is it boxing? Is it MMA?
I know, but I still wonder like how those guys are able to.
Well, how did you do it?
What?
You've competed.
No, but to me, that just like, well, I guess some people would look at that as scary.
You didn't have any nerves?
No, I had nerves.
Okay.
But like, I don't look at that as nerve wracking as some guy climbing up a skyscraper with no ropes. You know what I mean? Like those type of guys.
It's a psychological thing.
I know, but how
they're not thinking about it like you are.
I just wonder how they. I fucking hate these chairs. They suck. I always wonder how though they're able to just like kick it out of their brain. Because to me, but like you said, some people might look at what I'm doing and go, "How the fuck did you compete in a tournament
in front of everybody?"
Yeah, in front of everybody, or at Hy-Vee Arena or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, how'd you guys do? How do you deal with the nerves? But to me, I'm like, it's just a fucking tournament. It wasn't even nothing. You know, to me, it meant a lot.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, at the grand scheme of things, compared to 80cc, it's nothing. You know,
that's wise. That's a wise way to go, I think.
Yeah, but then some guys thinking climbing a skyscraper going, what? It's just a fucking building.
They say that public speaking is like people fear that more than death.
Public speaking?
I think that's like a statistic or something I heard. Like people, I don't know how they found it out, but like people are afraid, like consciously afraid.
But you know what?
Speaking over death, which kind of makes sense. You're competing in front of people. You're performing.
But you know what I noticed too? Just this. You don't have to move there. You know what I noticed is that the more you do it, the easier it is.
Oh, for sure.
Like, especially like I worked in a job that was very isolating for a long time. And I've talked about this many times. So my apologies for saying it over and over again, but it's going to happen.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, it was weird interacting with people. I didn't like to, because I was so used to being by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I ran a machine all day for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, depending on the day. And then to have to go and like speak with everybody, it's like, you know, it was nerve wracking. But then once I got a job, and I think also you get a little older too, and you kind of throw a lot of shit out of your head that was kind of making you scared, you know. And you get a job, and like what I do now, I talk to people every fucking day, like 20 people a day. Now it's just normal. You know what I mean? So I don't have any, oh, this is weird to interact, or with, like, some people can't even interact with strangers. They clam up, they get nervous, you know. And me, I was like, it's just a person. But I get it. So I mean, I think if you put the work in, but I say that, I don't care how many times I climb that skyscraper. I don't see that the nerves coming out of me on that, man. It's just not built in me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
so,
and it's not a bad thing.
Some people are just built for that. But it's cool to think about, like, God damn, dude, dude.
It's like, are they dumb or are they brave? You know what I mean?
That's actually a good question.
Because you're smart to be afraid of heights.
Because it's logical to think that I could fall off of this building.
You happen to not be able to fly. I don't know you that well, but I don't think you can fly.
I don't think so either. I don't want to find out if I can.
Right.
But but yeah, you're right, because I know statistically, what are my chances of making it up that building? Probably not many, you know.
But I mean,
how many people have fell off of those buildings or fell off a mountain climbing it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And they were trained. But if you were trained, you would have developed more confidence.
I heard rock climbing is pretty fun, though, to be honest with you. You ever been?
I've been bouldering.
Yep.
And I'm not that good at it. I would go again, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm supposed to go again. I told my girlfriend I'd take her. She wants to do it, but I don't.
But you don't want to?
I'll just go to jiu-jitsu and stay in the gym. I'm cool with that. It's just a whole nother thing to conquer, you know?
Yeah. Well, John, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
The Murph dog. Does anybody call you that?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah. It
just kind of went off the top of my head right now. I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, that's a pretty dope name.
Did you just put that on me?
I just put that on you right now.
Okay. Yeah.
The Murph dog.
Okay. I don't know if anyone's ever put the on it.
I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah,
I really do.
I appreciate having me.
Dude, it's crazy, man. I fucking met you, how long ago? When I was like 16, probably. So 32 now. So that's like over 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude. Outback days.
Outback. Yep.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
And now I come and run into you at a jiu-jitsu class.
I saw you over there, and I didn't recognize you at all.
Yeah, I gained a little weight from the last time we met.
Oh, yeah.
You still look the same, dude. Fucking jacked.
I was going to say, you look the same.
Hell
like
no,
in the
dude.
face, at least.
Really? Yeah, I know. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hop on the beard train like everybody else after, 10 years. So I wasn't fortunate enough. But,
right.
God didn't bless me with that.
Well, as far as aging, though, you didn't have.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, it's weird, man. Some people are like, hey, man, you don't look 32. But then my brother's friends are like, man, you look old as fuck. I'm like, what the? I don't know who to believe here, man.
You're younger. They're all.
Yeah, my younger brothers. I'm like, who's lying to me here? All right.
You know what? It's probably I probably gave you that compliment because I'm older than you.
Oh man. Yeah, how old are you?
35.
35.
Oh, so you're gonna look young, right?
Yeah. Well, we're not too far apart.
Yeah, exactly. So we're the same age, and that's why we look the same, probably kind of to each other.
Right.
And then
I know I was telling my family the other day, we were sitting like kind of the same age group at a table for my brother's what was it, his 18th birthday or graduation party, I think. And we were sitting talking, and like all these 21-year-old kids are 18 to they were probably like 18 to like 21, because they were some of my other brother's friends too. He's like 20. How old is he? Like 23 or something. And they were sitting there all drinking, and we're sitting at the other table just chilling, And I'm like, damn, we look at each other, and I feel young still. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel old. But then I go, yeah, but also if we were to look at it from their perspective, looking over here, they're probably like, damn, that's the old people table.
That's kind of what I was.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say you look older to a younger person.
Yeah, but in our eyes, we still look, kind of.
Yeah.
We don't feel old. We don't look old. You know what I mean? Of course, like you said, we're only 32. So
I think that the older I get, the number of people I fool just gets smaller and smaller. So like now, Whereas, 80% of people maybe several years ago thought I was 25,
Yeah.
and I'm really like 32 or whatever.
Yeah.
As I get older now, it's like, now I'm only fooling half the people, because some people, like, for example, not getting ID'd.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Not getting ID'd no more. No one's asking you for that anymore. They're like, all right, here's your bottle.
They're just saying less and less.
Less and less.
Less and less on all that.
Well, we already poured shots, man. So
we poured some shots.
I know. Where's my boot at?
Oh yeah, you need your boot.
Yeah, I need my boot, man. I haven't taken a shot out of here yet. I don't think. Maybe I did a long time ago. Tell me that ain't fucking dope, man. My dad got this for me. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw your dad at the graduation.
Yeah.
That's another thing we can tell the people. I keep running into you.
Yeah, no, dude. So I thought you were stalking me, man. I was like, what's this guy doing? But first drink on the podcast, I think, might be. I might have drank with somebody else. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
Here you go.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Ooh, that's warm. Not bad.
Sweet.
Is that your first time with Honey Jack?
I think so.
Really? That's one of my favorites.
That's sweet. There's some sugar in that one.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
I don't need a chaser. I just gotta
talk about being healthy, huh? Sponsored by Healthy Made Easy. Hey, we follow the 80-20 rule. All right, that's what we do. We follow the 80-20.
What is that?
What you been up to, man?
A
lot of school stuff.
Yeah, school stuff, studying, working out, doing jiu-jitsu periodically.
Yeah, I see you're getting back into that. Dude, when did you start jiu-jitsu?
Maybe 3. Oh, gosh.
Because I was looking through your Instagram, and I seen that you like did some tournaments back in like 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that kind of when you started?
Yeah, I mean, started. I might have started a year before that.
Oh, really?
Like, I might have did a class a year before that even. Like, but going, I mean, you know how frequently I go.
Uh-huh.
But there was about a 4-month period where I was doing it.
Yeah.
More frequently.
Yeah.
Getting my mat time in.
Where'd you first go?
KCBJJ.
Nice. Who got you there?
Luke.
Luke?
Yeah.
So you met Luke? Like before that?
Oh, I knew Luke before that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I met Luke through, we actually went to the same high school.
Oh, really?
He was a grade older, but I didn't know him in school. We didn't know each other in high school.
What high school did you go to?
Oak Park.
Oh, okay. So we went to, what year did you graduate?
07.
Okay, so I just started at Oak Park in 07 because I went to North Kansas City my first year. So I went there my freshman year, and then
you started 07 to 08.
06. I started
okay.
I went to 06
so
to 07.
You were a freshman when I was
a freshman. Yeah, and then 07 to 10 I was at Oak Park to finish out my remainder of high school.
Okay.
So I didn't even know.
That's kind of like me because I was only at Oak Park sophomore through senior.
Really?
I went to Winnetonka though.
Oh, and you just moved?
We moved, yeah.
Okay. So you met Luke. What was Luke going to jiu-jitsu in high school or what? Or are you?
I don't think in high school.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know he was
boxing in like
he's been
16.
in it for like a minute. So
yeah, he's been boxing since he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when he started jiu-jitsu. Well, he was doing fights though. He did MMA fights.
Yeah. He talked to me about that.
Yeah.
I have still yet to see a video of that yet. I always get shit all the time.
That's funny. I'm gonna start. I want to see some videos.
Yeah, I want some fucking proof.
It never happened.
Yeah, it never fucking happened unless you give me proof. All right. Nah, at least my buddy, man. I haven't seen him in a while, man. It's been kind of incognito. Been working on his house, I guess. But
yeah, that's what he told me. I think he did.
I'm kind of glad because he gives me a fucking ass whooping every time he comes to the gym. So
yeah, that's gotta feel good.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Good.
I know. I wish I could have rolled with you at the last. I barely got to roll, dude. My lat, dude, it's all jacked.
So how's it?
Still sore.
Is it?
Right now, I took off. So after Sunday, I took off Monday, Tuesday, pretty much all week. I mean, I haven't gone back. So just kind of recovering right now, stretching. My buddy James sent me some like stretches and stuff to do. So been doing that, just kind of
hold
just
on
chilling
to a
out.
pull-up bar and just like stretch that lat.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Like some stuff where you kind of just put your forearms up on a bench and kind of stretch out. You know what I mean? And hopefully it gets a little better. I can't believe how I did it, dude. Simple arm drag.
Oh, you were arm dragging somebody.
Yeah, just
makes sense.
Boom, boom, and then all of a sudden this pain just
really
shot down my back. My technique's
wore?
shit, probably. Well, that I didn't warm up that day.
You didn't warm up that day?
No, not that day. I didn't. Yeah, I'm kind of guilty of that, dude. Like, I stretch a little bit, but if I don't work out that day, I'm not really warmed up. You know what I mean? Because normally, like, I'll work out in the
agree.
morning, kind of get warmed up in the morning, and I feel
agree.
like I don't get as injured if I do that. But then the days that I don't, I just go in cold all day. It's like,
yeah,
something might happen, you know?
Yeah, because then you're forced to actually utilize the warm-ups as your warm-up.
Yeah.
Versus you can slack on the warm-ups, which is what I would recommend. Because it's kind of like squatting early in the morning. Your back's not warmed up yet. Your joints are, it just takes longer to get warmed up and get into position. So like stretching before class is huge. I wouldn't rely on any kind of stretch. That's not I'm not bashing like warm-ups in jiu-jitsu. I just like in general.
I know some dudes are like, we stretch off of drills, like they think that's actually stretching. I'm like, ugh.
I think there's a preference. If that's what you like, I like to touch my toes, stretch my hammies, stretch my quads, stretch my groin, hip flexor, tricep. This like classic shoulder, those shoulder stretch.
Dude, I even tell guys in there, and like I said, I always say take my shit from a grain of salt. I've only been doing jiu-jitsu like total maybe 2 years, at Helion like a year and a half. But to me, I watch a lot of it. I listen to a lot of guys who that's their career, and they're all about, you got to work out, you got to do mobility drills, you got to stretch, you got to take care of yourself if you're going to make it in jiu-jitsu. If not, your body's just going to crumble, dude. And for some reason, I don't know, I see there's other like counter arguments on that, like I'll see other guys saying like, they don't need that. They just need jiu-jitsu. That's it. And I don't know, man. I don't know if that's, you know what I mean?
I would recommend doing resistance training.
Yeah. I mean, you did wrestle in high school, right? Did you wrestle all 4 years of high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how it is, man. Of course, when you're, 14 through 18, you can get away with a lot of shit,
Oh, yeah.
You can get away with stretching without stretching and working out,
14 through 8. And then 18 through 25, you get away with a little more too.
A little more too, yeah.
Almost just as much or more, because now you're fully grown, you're stronger.
Yeah, but once you start getting into the 30s, it's a whole nother ball game, man.
I was just thinking about this today. If you could take a pill that would make you live forever, the only thing is, only catch is you have to just take it every day, right? It's kind of like that with working out. If you just work out every day, and like, dude, if you squatted and you're sore for a couple of days, okay, dude, take a few days off.
Yeah,
I've taken several days off in a row. But working out's just that one thing that if you stop doing it, that's what ages you. It's not really that I got old and now I can't work out.
Yeah,
it's just that I stopped working out. Then I got old because your body, the demand just wasn't there anymore. It's kind of like your own hormonal response versus an exogenous, if you're going to take it. It's like you could do the activity, or you can do you can just, there's a couple ways to go about it.
Yeah, I took 8 years off from
8
working
years
out.
off?
Yeah, dude, it was bad, dude. Man. It was bad. I mean, I gained so much weight. I was all fucked up, hurting all the time.
Yeah, like just sedentary.
Yeah, I just
good for you,
treated
man,
my body like shit, that, bro.
Because it's tough to come out of that.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. It took me years. That's why I tell people, I didn't just over the last year and a half. Now, over the last year and a half, I've had a dramatic change. You know what I mean? And we can go into that. We'll talk about all the things I've done. Did you catch it?
No, I'm gonna though, because he's not even that fast. He's fat.
Fucking Mr. Miyagi over here. Dude, he almost fucking caught that shit.
I won the other day.
I got the fucking bonsai tree too, dude. Spider webbing here. All right. Bonsai tree lady has been out on Antioch Road like for the past like week. So anybody want a bonsai tree, check her out. Fucking dope. Have you seen that van?
A bonsai?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never seen the van where she's selling all the bonsai trees? No?
Which part of North Oak?
Huh?
Which part of North Oak is it?
No, it's on Antioch Road. Yeah, she just parks in a parking lot. Yeah, and just sells I can't remember where it's out here, Okay. Somewhere on Antioch Road, but she sells bonsai trees, dude, out of her van. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man.
That's where you got it?
No, this one I actually got at the store.
Oh, okay.
I bought one from her though, but it died. Yeah, $30 waste. But they're kind of hard to take care of.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, there's like a whole list they gave me on how to take care of these things, but yeah. But where I was going with that, so I let myself go for a long time. Years of in and out. Finally got it figured out. And, you know, kind of found my way, man. But, you know, it was years of 6 months working out, then falling off, or
Okay,
I need
so
a workout
you got
partner.
on the train, fell off.
I need a workout partner. And then I found a workout partner, and then that person fell out. So I stopped going. And just a bunch of fucking excuses. I finally figured out, it's like, oh, damn, if I want to change myself, I'm going to have to do it by myself. You know, there's nobody else that's going to help you, you know? So I just got lost for a long time, man. You know, I thought I had a kid real young, so I kind of went into dad mode real early, you know, just work, go home.
How old were you?
18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was 18. I was young.
Oh,
I was still in high school.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was out of high school when she was born.
With the same girl?
Same girl.
Okay. Oh, so you've been together a while.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got 2 kids now.
What's the age? What's the ages?
She's 13, and then the other one's 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she'll be 6 here soon.
Cool.
But yeah, dude, it was tough, man. But you know, that's why I tell people, man, you know, it's a fucking journey, man. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. And there's so many different factors you got to weigh in: diet, exercise. I mean, you know, even exercise alone, finding something that works for you, man. Like, some people do better off of going to fucking 9 rounds kickboxing classes, you know, or some people do better with jiu-jitsu or boxing, or some people like the gym, you know, just lifting weights. You know, it just depends. You got to find what you like, you know, what you can stay consistent with.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
Yeah, start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you always lifted, or did you have a period where you kind of fell out? I feel like you've always been kind of jacked ever since I've known you.
I've had to lift. I'm addicted lifter.
Really?
I just have to do it. It was just
like, what made you like that, man? Like, when'd you start?
I started lifting in between sophomore and junior year.
Really?
Yeah, that's when I started lifting, like doing power cleans. That's whenever the barbell was really introduced to me. Squats, I'm addicted to squats, cleans.
Like big weight, or are you more?
I was more big weight up until 25. Nowadays, I mean, depends on what you mean by big weight. You could say I never did big weight.
Well, like like what I'm on right now is more of a moderate weight, high rep. So
yeah,
that's kind of what I stick to, you know?
Yeah, I think,
almost got it.
I was doing heavier back then, but that's kind of what I'm on now. Moderate. I'll do like body weight for a set of 10 and do 10 of those, or 8. So I'm doing like 80 squats. It's high volume squats. It's just what I'll do.
Yeah.
I would do when I was like 20, I think I was doing 315 for 10s, like easy. But like I can't. It's just heavy now.
Yeah, it's too
my
much.
back. Yeah, it's too much. I don't need it, and I already developed that. I don't feel that much more. I don't feel super. I wasn't like, for example, I'm 35. The 23-year-old me, I'd probably whoop his ass. Yeah, and he could outlift me.
You got that old man strength now.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, it might be that. It might be the old man strength. I'm definitely more skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the IQ, fighting IQ.
For sure.
IQ is everything. I think you develop that from just being on the mat longer.
For sure.
Like, for example, someone who's thinking about getting into jiu-jitsu and they're watching a lot of YouTube videos, that's cool. But the YouTube videos are less useful if you're not scrambling, going live. Actually, so like if you're
actually practicing it. Yeah.
Yes. And so if like let's say I went like 10 times in 1 year.
Yeah.
But all my mat time resides in 2021, and all the grappling that you could still count because I wrestled, right? That's still all there. It doesn't go away. So like I've noticed that the YouTube videos become way more useful to me because it's like, oh, I'm just in that position today and I'm slowing it down. So, some of the innate things, like you hear about a spazzy white belt, you didn't have to teach him to be spazzy. He's already spazzy. Your adrenaline is innate. It's already in you. You already got that fight in you. That's not what martial arts is about. Martial arts is about toning it down to about 70, 80. Because number one, you learn that, oh yeah, I can't do this every day. Maybe because your body. Number two, you're like, I'm just going too fast, I'm not paying attention to what's going on. And you need to slow it down and learn and watch the positions. Like, oh yeah, you could have went one direction or another direction.
Yeah.
you know, you can, if someone's got a single leg on me, I can go cross face and try to get my leg back and wrestle, which takes a lot of energy. Or I could do jujitsu, you know, I could maybe push the head down, go for a guillotine, or go over for a Kimura grip, you know, which is easier. If I go over a Kimura, there's way less resistance there.
Yeah.
And now we're up on the ground and scramble from there. And I used to, especially in wrestling, 15-year-old kid just getting, you know, that's still late. That's a late starter wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of those guys started like 5 years old.
Yeah. Oh, and that's who I was lifting with. That's who really got me into lifting that summer. I was lifting with all the, one of them was a 4-time state champion. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But I used to, like, if I got taken down, I used to, you know, you got a mental thing there that you're like, oh shit, get taken down, like I'm losing, but you haven't lost the match yet, you know. And I think that's why I like jiu-jitsu so much, because it's like, yeah, you could get taken down, you could get guard passed, but then you could get a sub still, you know, or you could, in wrestling, you could pin the guy. So that's how I relate jiu-jitsu to life. Because not everything's going to go perfectly. So you have to be able to wrestle or struggle, as the word means, from any position. And whoever is best at that, at best at scrambling, that's who's going to win.
Yeah.
Which it's just what I like about jiu-jitsu. I think it applies to life too.
Dude, you need to get back in it, man. When are you going to come back full time, dude?
Full time?
Yes. I know you got school going on.
I graduated. I got to study for boards.
What are you going to school for?
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
I graduated pharmacy school.
You already graduated. Okay. Yeah. Now you're doing all your tests.
It's just a board exam so I can work as a pharmacist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But after that, once you get settled down in your career.
In the career, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Then you can.
I'm honestly okay with going once a week to open mat, maybe one other time during the week. I like that.
Like twice a week.
I like that because I'll lift 3 days a week also, or 4 days a week, depending on what I do.
I think 3 days is good. If you could do 3 days.
Yeah. A week. Oh,
yeah.
jiu-jitsu?
3 days a week of jiu-jitsu, because that's kind of what I'm floating around. Like if I'm not hurt or I'm not super busy, my range, I try to hit 3 to 4, you know, and then I work out 4 days a week. But I do it in the morning before I go to work. It's like the best time, dude. Yeah. Wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, get it done, you know.
Oh, wait, jiu-jitsu?
No.
Okay,
lifting. Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree.
Get it done. You know, it sucks.
Oh, do you go fasted?
On working out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Just slam a fucking pre-workout, bro, and just go.
Oh, yeah. Either way. But, dude, do you do like a protein shake afterwards?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel strong. Yeah.
Well, it's just, food just never tasted so good. You just make the normal things more enhanced by giving yourself a little bit of suffering.
Yeah.
Making the normal things in life more enhanced versus someone who's used to the normal things. Now they're seeking out dopamine from whether it's drugs or Instagram or, just extra stimuli. Like I go out every day. I go out all the time. Like, it's like, that's on the other end of the spectrum where it's like, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Versus, dude, I'm thirsty as hell. Water is really good right now. You've never enjoyed water so much
because you worked for it
after like 3 rolls.
Yeah, because you worked for it. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because like even now, I used to fast up until about lunchtime, but I float in and out of it. I do it sometimes. I'll go on for like 6 months doing it, but lately I've been wanting to try to put on weight. So I guess not weight, just more muscle than anything. And so I usually eat afterwards. And yeah, man, I mean, after you work out, dude, and you get the 6 eggs in you and bacon. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. You
were working out and then going to work without eating still? Or
yeah,
until lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that because you weren't hungry though?
No, I was just fasting.
You were just like, I'm not eating.
Like a 12-hour or 14-hour, I think it was. I can't remember.
But then like so you are hungry though.
Yeah.
So like you could at least do a shake, like a protein shake.
Yeah, I would do yeah. I mean, I could, and I was supposed to, because I mean, what do they say? Protein shake right after you work out is probably the best thing you should do.
Or food.
Or food. Yeah. Because your muscles absorb it faster or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a glucose sink. It's a big, deep glucose sink. It's all your energy goes to it.
But I wouldn't do that. I would just work out, wait until lunchtime, and then eat. because I didn't care about really. I wasn't trying to get like big, but right now I'm like trying to get jacked. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to get in as much protein. I'm trying to get in like 200 grams of protein a day. So
That's good.
it's kind of hard to get in there if you're trying to wait towards the end of the fucking night to do that.
Oh yeah,
like if you're not eating until 12 o'clock and then you got to fit in 3 or 4 meals in between that and bedtime. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a lot. I think you'd be better off as long as this is the question though. Do you get tired?
Do I get tired after
eating? Like, are you less efficient at work?
No, because I don't.
I am.
I don't eat like a lot of carbs. Like I just eat. Like I eat carbs during lunch and dinner, but breakfast just 6 eggs and then maybe some bacon.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not eating any.
So
bread
that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing now after you lift.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, you're golden.
Yeah. So I feel good. I feel light. Tim Kennedy always said this thing, and I've been trying to incorporate. I don't do this all the time, but he said, "Eat as if you were going to get into a fight afterwards."
That's one way to think about it.
Dude,
there's a lot of ways to think about it.
And ain't it though? Like I'm not going to stuff myself if I know I'm going to have to.
You could take that too. You could take that about working out too. You could say, "Why?" And Faraz the Hobby says this. He says you could work out every day. GSP's one. GSP's
I know that guy.
Yeah,
I've seen him on Joe Rogan.
And this is what he said on Joe Rogan. He said you should be able to work out every day and not get sore.
So
he's saying lighten up on the workout that much. Yeah. So it's kind of the same philosophy. Work out as if you still had to fight somebody.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes sense because you need to be able to move. So don't eat a whole shit ton and don't work out until you're exhausted that you are not able to defend yourself if you needed to, because that means you could die. That's why it's important. Like that's really primal. You really don't have to worry about the reality is you're not going to get into a fight.
Right. On the but it's moderation.
You also have,
that's what they're trying to implement, moderation. Yeah. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't understand the workout. Don't work out to where you're sore, because how do your muscles grow?
Yeah. Okay. So soreness it's a good like proxy.
Yeah.
It's a good measurement.
Yeah.
Or it's a good indicator. That's the word I was looking for. If you have done a good amount of work, it is, but it's not a prerequisite for muscle growth.
Okay. But naturally, you're going to get sore.
Basically, whoever gets the most reps in by the end of the year or the end of the week, right, for given per unit time, right, is going to be stronger. So if I can get 10 pull-ups in every day, that's 70 pull-ups a week, right? You did back day, or let's say you did your pull-ups all in one day and you did 70. It's the same thing at the end of the week, but who's more sore? Probably you. Depends on how conditioned your muscles are. That's his idea. And he's saying you can implement that and get more reps in per over the week. Because since I was resting every day, let's say I got 15 every night.
Yeah.
Let's say I got 12. I was still by the end of the year, and he used the same exact analogy for jiu-jitsu. He's like, just go every day. And you don't have to go super hard.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to talk yourself into going to the gym. That's where that comes from. It is on one end of the spectrum. It is on one end of the spectrum, though. The other end of the spectrum still works. You can work out and do a heavy volume day like I did with the squats, and then I haven't squatted in a week, but I did go in the gym, did other stuff, jiu-jitsu, and after that, and let's say because I was fasted, I think I was that day, eat a crap ton, right? So it's like you're either doing this or you're doing this. I mean, but it still works. That's the whole idea.
And you're not going to burn yourself out to where you only, if some guy's going crazy as fuck for like 6 months and then gets burnt out, he's working out 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, some type shit, maybe 2 days. He's going to get probably burnt out and fall off compared to the guy who's
every single day.
Yeah. Well, but not
redlining the body.
Yeah. Not redlining the body.
Yes. That's exactly. Faraz Zahabi's all about not redlining the body.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
that
what
makes sense.
That's what he's about.
Makes sense. That's kind of hard. I mean, my workouts are only about an hour and a half. Not very long. Maybe an hour. Depending on if I hit the elliptical machine.
So I haven't implemented that quite yet because I do like to work out but I do notice, and you'll notice this too. And I feel like working out and like your adrenaline from your nerves and you're synthesizing those neurotransmitters and you get the adrenaline coming from your adrenal glands, right? I feel like it's it's a lifeline. You just have, like, if you haven't done a lot of lifting in your life, I feel like you might have more in the tank. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like you possibly could have only so many reps in the tank. Because
really?
Maybe. I don't
that?
know. It's just like an idea, you know.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But I don't know how true that is. I mean, I don't know.
Because right now, anyways, 45 minutes to an hour. I've done an hour and a half. Like when I was...
well, usually that half hour is me doing a cool down and then doing like 20 minutes of cardio. You know, I'll probably go on I have an elliptical machine here. So I'll do like interval training. So I'll do 30-30s for like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's probably what I'll do. But normally about an hour, like you said. I mean,
yeah,
I superset, so I'll do chest and bis, or back and bis, chest and tris.
That's what I do. That's about fine.
Dude, I think it's the most effective, dude. And even Gordon Ryan says that's what he does, you know? And I mean, I was doing a lot of like strength building stuff. So like big weight, lower reps. Mm-hmm. But dude, man, that is fucking hard on the body, man. I mean, joints, just recovery, all that.
All of the neural energy it takes to move that weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cup of water. It's like I have this much neural energy. Let's say I pour it out to here. The rest that's all I have left for jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you're lifting heavy, it kind of makes your muscles, and Faraz Zahabi actually talks about this, and I agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of dumb muscles. Like they're just kind of dumb. Dude, because jiu-jitsu, you got to be a little more relaxed. And and when you're squatting a heavy weight, something that has a high axial load is how Renaissance periodization guy says it. Mike Israetel.
I don't know.
It's just taxing on the nervous system. And I think it has to do with the spinal load.
But then tell me this. Why is everybody in ADCC jacked as fuck?
Well, you know why.
Well, I know why. I'm saying, why are they? Why are they achieving that?
They're on steroids.
Well, I know that. But why do they want to be jacked if jiu-jitsu...
Because strength plays a role.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Strength plays a role.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. I'm not denying that. But if you get two guys that are equally as strong,
then technique comes into play.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
technique's always in play. Technique's always in play. But yeah, and I don't even think Gordon Ryan's size or just any given athlete's size and strength, it's not really going to hurt them unless they're slow, like I just described, because they're just too tired to learn the movement. But he's already high level. So
there's also like jacked and like bodybuilder jacked. You know what I mean? Where, like you said, I don't know if that's what you meant by, and I'm not saying bodybuilders have dumb muscles. I mean, that's what they're trying to have. They're more physique. They're trying to look in the mirror, look the best they can look.
They probably have smarter muscles because they don't do all that much heavy weight.
Because they're doing moderate rate, higher reps.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I thought you meant like dumb muscles as in like, what are you going to use those for? You know,
your nervous system can't learn movements efficiently.
Yeah, because you've seen some of them like try to box and stuff, and they're all.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That's one guy, Bradley Martin.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a good example.
Yeah.
You can tell. I've seen videos of him jumping
He's
out of a pool.
still pretty athletic.
Oh,
too.
He's extremely athletic.
Yeah. But still, like you said, he's still kind of sluggish. He's so big.
And this is true. The peak fighters peak like 30s, like at age 30,
mm-hmm.
which is not like other sports like football, basketball, because it's like it's all about your fighting IQ. It's not just about physical. That's how much about it's all cerebral. It's all how good are you at the movements and how long can you do this? How are your stress levels performing and fighting in front of a crowd? How's all that? I mean,
yeah.
Whereas the other sports they're younger at their peak age. I feel
mm-hmm.
Not that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But so that's why strength isn't all that important.
You ever fell out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I always had to. I mean, I could always. It's like a deep groove, and if I get off of it, as long as I can get near it and I'm falling in, I'm in it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go away.
How do you get yourself back into it?
No, thinking about what it feels like when I'm in shape. That's why I don't always need dude, it's badass to have a partner. Sometimes it's badass to not, you know?
Yeah, because sometimes it takes a long ass time to work out with a partner. You're in there for like fucking 3 hours, you know, because you guys are talking, or you got to wait for him to lift and then you lift.
Depending on your partner too. Yeah. Sometimes so maybe you're the opposite of that. Like, oh, we get it done. Perfect time, or you're going faster. I've worked out with someone that's working out their sets faster than you. You're like, I'm not even done resting yet.
Yeah, they pushing you to get back in there.
Yeah. And then I have to tone it back.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna tone it back because I'm gonna get hurt. I need to wait, or you need to take some of that weight off the bar because I'm not doing that today. Right. But sometimes I do, and I'm like, damn it, why'd I do that? There's a meme. Yeah. Have you seen the movie Inception? Yeah, where he's behind the bookshelf at the end. He's trying to tell his old self to stay. Oh yeah. And the meme was like me trying to tell myself right before I did that lift that hurt myself, like to not lift it. Like, to not lift away. Yeah, I've seen that. Because that's happened to me. I've had slip discs, and then first slip disc in high school.
Oh, you're telling me, dude? I've had herniated discs. They suck.
I think mine might have been herniated. I think mine was once at least. I think definitely once it was.
It sucks, dude. Yeah, that's what I was telling you about last time we talked. That McGill threes.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah. That's my warm up. Yeah. Part of my warm up.
It's good stuff, dude. Luke actually sent me that.
McGill Big Three.
Yeah, he's the one who sent it to me. He kept telling me about it for a while, and then finally sent me a video, and I did it. And I wasn't doing it right for a while, and then I finally started. I was like, dude, this isn't working. And then I finally actually watched the video all the way through instead of like fast forwarding, like listening to what they're saying. And man, instant relief, man. Like instant relief. I forget when it deals with your back. A lot of it has to do with your core. You know, how many people skip core? Like, I'm guilty of it, you know, and we don't do, and we sit in these chairs all fucking day. Like if you work at an office and your posture's all fucked up and
immobility. And like, if you're standing all day in one spot, it's like, I'd rather be walking at least.
Yeah. And that's the
thing. You gotta move.
Yeah.
Body's meant to move.
And tightening up that core, dude, that core's going to hold everything together. You know, it's kind of,
so the McGill Big Three, but bird dogs, I'm guilty. Been skipping the bird dogs.
You've been skipping the bird dogs?
But I do my main one is the side planks. I love the side planks.
Side planks are good.
And then the
Which
other
one are the bird dogs?
Where you get on all fours and you go.
Oh, those are bird dogs. I thought those were called donkey kicks or something.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have different names.
You're doing them part of the Big Three, right?
Yeah, I like that one. That's the last one because the first one's like you put your hands underneath your back and then put your leg out.
That one I used to skip
and then
too.
Lift your head. I don't get much relief from that. But it's only the bird dogs that give me the relief.
The side planks don't?
Kind of. I feel it.
What's the matter with the side planks?
I just, once I get to the bird dog. Is it hard or is
it easy?
No, it's easy.
It's easy.
The first one, I just don't understand.
And you're not stacking your feet on top of each other? You're putting one out in front of the other?
Yeah. The right leg goes out.
And how long are you holding it for then?
I do 10. So I go down and then.
You're actually doing like a crunch?
Yeah, like a crunch.
Well, that's not it.
Oh, that's how they showed it on that video.
But it wasn't Stuart McGill's video.
Really?
Stuart McGill, right?
I think it was
the McGill Big Three.
It said It said that on there.
Stuart McGill is the guy. He's got a mustache. He's emailed me. I've emailed him before, just like asking him questions because he is the lumbar guy. He's the spine guy. He's a PhD. He's out of Waterloo, Canada. He's the guy. He's the one, probably the number, at least top 3 authority in back.
What'd you message him about?
It was probably 10 years ago. I asked him, hey man, I had a question. And really his response was,
buy my video.
No. And it was right. He's like, I can't, without seeing you, I can't
treat you.
Yeah. Diagnose. Yeah. But diagnose and give me an actual workout, because even when he was asked on an interview, would you say the Big Three is good for everybody and we should all be doing that? Now I can already tell you, in my opinion, you could just say, yeah, but he's got to include everybody. So he's like, well, I can't say, yeah, that's prescribed to everybody, because you can't prescribe one thing to everybody.
I wonder if it's 90%. Would he be liable for that?
No, as long as at the beginning of the video, he says this is not medical advice. Right. He's just trying to be ethical about it.
Right.
So, but he's like, no, it's not. And the reason why is because some people they're injured and they can't perform even a bird dog. They can't do that. So if you can't do that, it makes sense. You wouldn't tell someone to do that. That's not good for them. Yeah, that's what physical therapist is for.
Could make it worse, whatever they're dealing with.
Yeah, they're just unable to perform that movement. Like their mobility is that deteriorated to where they can't get in those positions. But I actually like this one because I can really just touching the spinal erectors. Like, it's like, it's like reminding them to engage, because those really help support my back. Or even when I'm doing like a split squat or something, I'm like, look like an old man when I'm doing it though. Like I like my back hurts, but it's just like reminding myself to get that, because I swear, man, my back is the weakest link these days.
You like split squats?
The Bulgarian, it's the
the Bulgarian split squat.
Yeah, where you basically, I take a kettlebell in one hand.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it with the barbell. You know how you do the barbell when it's on your back, and then you kind of put one leg out and then do a squat, come back up. I think that's a split squat.
Okay. Oh, that sounds like a lunge.
Oh yeah, maybe that is.
Is that a lunge?
Yeah.
Just lunging forward.
Yeah.
I haven't even done lunges in a while. The lunges are cool too.
I'm tripping right now.
I prefer the back squat.
I'm trying to think of the Bulgarian split squat. Oh,
you put one foot back. You put your shoelaces back on something maybe this height.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. And you're squatting with one leg, basically, right?
Squat with one leg. And
I do those.
One or two kettlebells.
Okay. Yeah.
And the only time I do it is when I'm
half the time I don't know the names of these fucking exercises. I don't even pay attention. I have a list of shit and with pictures, and I just follow it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I forget half the time.
You didn't even watch the Big 3 video.
No.
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you.
Hey man. don't throw me out.
No, I want you to do it right, because I used to do a lot of. They say that, and Stuart McGill will talk about this when we talk about core strengthening. Yeah. You're supposed to strengthen the core in a way that leaves the spine in a neutral position, is what he says. So, in other words, crunches, no, because you're doing this to your lower back.
Yeah.
And so anything is stabilizing. Yeah. He does this called pot stirs or something like that. So you get on the big pregnancy ball, right? And you just
I got one.
You put your elbows on it, and you got your feet out, right? And you just do this, and you feel it in your core. And it's like, if you haven't done it before, or if you were out of shape, like if you're in shape, you honestly probably, you do jits. It's not gonna, some of the stuff is not going to get you sore, but like, I don't know, the first time I ever did. I mean, like if you haven't performed a workout in a while, you're going to get sore from it. Like if I did some diamond push-ups, I remember one time I got sore from that. Or if I did the ab rollers, I did like 25 of those one time when I was 13 in the basement. I was like, I felt sore from it,
Yeah.
And you get sore from these too.
Dude, I used to have an ab roller when I was like 13.
Well, that's kind of.
I got one at the garage sale for like $1. It was like an old blue one. I used to do those all the time, dude. And now I have one. I never use it. I probably need to use that more. I do more like V-ups. I don't mind those.
I actually still do a little bit of stuff that puts the back into what's called flexion.
How are V-ups though? Just like
Stuart McGill probably wouldn't recommend it, but like, dude, you want to get some abs, man. Sometimes this stuff it makes your abs look good, because what makes your abs look good isn't always good for your back, because it's bending your back. So anything that is stabilized,
planks is probably a lot safer.
Side planks. Yeah. I do a decline sit up and I keep my back completely straight. The pot stirs.
A decline sit up?
Yeah.
So you're just on the bench?
Yeah, so my knees are up higher, and then my shoulder blades will touch the mat.
Okay.
And then I come. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and that's the whole idea behind his side planks in the big 3, and just working the core.
Dude, I seen a picture too. I'm gonna go off what we're talking about here, but just popped in my head. You met Nicky Rod?
I met Nicky Rod. We didn't talk a lot.
Really?
Yeah. It was. I was there in Puerto Rico with some friends, and my buddy was like, "Hey, can we take a picture?" And he pulled me in for the picture. But I did ask him to roll, but he said he was done training. But I think he was scared.
You think he was scared?
Yeah. So if you're out there, come get some. No, he was cool, man. He was cool. A really, really nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Luke told me he went down to Puerto Rico and rolled with Gordon. He got to roll with Nicky
That was the
Rod.
day before me and our friend Ian went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we stayed in the same Airbnb. I was with him on that trip, but him and our other black belt friend Mark rolled off while we were still snoozing, and they went and trained at like 8 a.m. but we were still sleeping.
Really?
But the day I went, which is not the day, they didn't go whenever we went, because I think he got what he needed out of it. But Gordon, I don't know why he didn't go back, because Gordon invited him back. He's like, "Hey, come back and train with us."
Really?
Yeah.
He invited who back?
Luke. No, not really? Me. Yeah, I didn't see Gordon when he was there.
Oh, really?
He wasn't there that day. But John Danaher was, and I took a John Danaher class. And, of course, he was teaching wrestling. Which actually, no, he taught like a cool, if someone has a single leg, you can dive in on their leg, something I don't really use. You can go for a leg, like a knee bar type of thing. I don't even really remember it. But he started his class off going in on shots. And I'm like, dude, I've drilled too many shots. Because you can get by in jiu-jitsu.
What's your luck? You go to Puerto Rico to go train with the Death Squad. John
I didn't even
Death
say anything
Squad.
to him. I just...
and they're teaching wrestling that day.
Yeah, he was teaching shots. It's like, yeah, this is what
I mean,
I've
they're
done.
really heavy wrestling base. So
yeah, I feel like there's a lot of wrestlers that B team jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, B team as well.
Or they do a lot of wrestling.
Yeah,
but honestly, I'm more intrigued by anti-wrestling, which is like Craig Jones style. It's like, yeah, that just takes so much less energy. Why wrestle?
Yeah, that's what Luke tells me all the time. He's like, stop trying to wrestle a wrestler. Just do jiu-jitsu.
Because it wins.
Pull guard.
Because it wins. Because it wins. Yeah. That's the only thing that beats wrestling.
Right. He's right. Luke. Always fucking right. I won't let him know that, though. Hope he didn't watch this. So
no one's always 100% right.
But yeah, dude, that's fucking dope, man. Would you guys just go down to Puerto Rico to train with them, or is it kind of just like a trip?
That was part of it. I didn't put it together. I was invited by Luke, and there's our friend.
How was Puerto Rico? Was it nice?
Oh, I do like the weather. It rains kind of like you're gonna get a sprinkle every day, but it's nice and humid, which means and also the beaches are warm. So those are two pluses. Sunny, water? Super sunny. It's not the sunniest place.
Water warm though?
It feels good. Water was warm, and it was warm outside. A little on the humid side, but it wasn't even. I can't say it was more humid than here.
How was their class?
But we went to California, I think, that year. I don't even remember actually. The class was cool. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Was it?
I wasn't as good as jiu-jitsu then.
Yeah, but was it like a regular class at like KCBJJ, or was it like a little different?
Oh, it was way more low key.
Really?
Yeah, you got everything you need right in your backyard. Yeah, I mean, you really do. I mean, yeah, yeah. It wasn't. I don't even think they did warm ups.
Oh, really?
Well, you know what it was? Is I think it was they were training at that gym that was already there. It wasn't their gym. That gym is still there.
Right.
And so
because I was learning all the COVID stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they teach classes, I think, to help pay for their time to train there. And the owner was probably into it. They're like, yeah, you can freaking teach a class here.
Yeah.
And you can train here for free.
Yeah.
Sure, John. You're John Danaher. Or I think Gordon taught the class the day Luke went.
Oh, really? Yeah, that'd be pretty dope, man. Yeah.
Did he tell you how that roll went?
Yeah. He talked to me about it. He said that from what he described, he was like, he didn't use any strength. It was just all technique, man. It was all just basic, and I was like, well, what made him different? And he was just like, he was everywhere I didn't think he was going to be. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Well, I don't really understand.
It's a great
I'm just
puzzle.
a fucking white belt right now, but
it's an awesome puzzle, yo.
Yeah.
You're in it too, man.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I get what he means. You know what I mean? I just don't. I haven't had enough time to fully understand. I mean, fucking Luke's been in it for a long fucking time. So,
but but you can still do it.
Well, to me, it's like how the fuck is he any more better than you? You know what I mean? Like you're fucking like I roll with you. You make me seem like a baby. Like I'm nothing.
That's what he did to him.
I don't know if he did.
That's what he said. He felt like.
Oh, that's what he said.
I thought he told you.
He didn't tell me like that, but.
Well, what did he say?
He wouldn't tell me that.
Oh, bro, he. Well, then I don't want to say anything else.
Oh, fuck that, Luke. You suck. All right. That's from me. Nah, dude. No, but yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Gordon's the best in the fucking world right now. So
yeah, I know. So there's nothing to feel bad about it.
Yeah, nothing to feel bad about. But yeah, but that blows my mind. It's like you see how
Luke
good
goes. I think I have something for him. Yeah. Like I have an answer for what he did. Because when you replay the role in your head,
I'm sure a lot of people do that afterwards. Oh, I should have done this.
Well, as white belts, I think it's really helpful to make. Okay, for example, do you record yourself when you're competing?
Yeah.
And you can look at every little like that match is highlighted, like every little move. Like what if you even
I do it all the time. I'm like, I should have done this. I should have done that. Yeah.
So
am I going to do it next time during a roll? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yes. And that's why slowing it down and remembering what you're going to do and studying it.
That fight IQ.
It's IQ, and it's mat time is good too. That way you can be in an intense roll and still know where to go. That's what's really good when you know where to go. But before that comes slow it down, get your ass kicked a little bit, there's a balance because you slow it down too much. You're like, dude, none of this is working. I'm getting my ass just handed to me, you know?
Yeah. No, it's all good. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. I'll lay it right there. I need to put something behind that. No, yeah, man, I get what you're saying, dude. It's just, you know, it's something you're going to acquire over time for sure, you know?
But like, there's famous black belt matches. This is what I was going to get at. Like, you can tell the guy's mistake. Hodger versus Buchecha. Mm-hmm. Whenever you watch Hodger Gracie, have you seen that? You didn't see that. You might not have seen this one.
I think I've seen Hodger.
But I think he hits him with a sliding collar choke.
I couldn't tell you.
He took his back, hit him with like sliding collar. Mm. And when you listen to Hodger,
a cross collar choke.
No, he had his back. So I think what he did is so he grabbed left hand. You have someone's back, left hand to their right collar, come over.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of like a bow and arrow, but you have their other collar instead of grabbing their pant leg. Okay. Anyways, I can't believe Hodger Gracie admitted this. It's not a big deal though, but he could have made himself seem like more of a badass. But I don't know. I'm already thinking too deep into it because if what I say is if like that's true, if he didn't mention this, then I was thinking about like, okay, Gordon's the best, but he's teaching us our technique. Like we have the same shit, so it's not like a secret, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of good news. It's kind of good news and bad news.
Yeah.
It's good news that it's not so easy that anyone could just pick it up because it would kind of be crazy if you've been doing jiu-jitsu for 4 years, right? And you're a higher belt and someone watched an instructional, a Gordon Ryan instructional, and they just do that and now they can kind of beat you, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Hodger Gracie, he's like, all I did was really play defensive the whole time and he made a bunch of mistakes, right? So all of the mistakes are highlighted in the famous black belt match. All that just to say, I think we should start recording our rolls so we don't make the same mistake twice. You can make a mistake, but what if you never made the same mistake twice? Or if you remember, study that position and was like, oh yeah, like, dude, we could review it with Luke and be like, yeah, when this happens, do that. You'll just already know. Solve the problem. Because it's
for
hard
sure,
for me to recall.
How many people can do that?
Easy.
No.
I could hand you my phone and say, record this roll. We could roll and hand someone the phone real quick.
So do you think that maybe somebody who
or
trains,
bring your girl in,
maybe somebody who trains every day, right?
It's more important for us to do it then.
Because do you think you could record our roll on Sunday and then next Sunday be able to remember exactly what not to do and not get
if
caught
you rewatched it and could pause it?
Like during that week, yeah, you're gonna watch that
it's
recording.
A 5-minute roll. It won't take that much time.
Yeah, I know.
We could just go over with Luke for 2 seconds.
But live, things change. What if I do something else?
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm going to fix it next time, but you could if we're in that same position. And a lot of our rolls go similarly. Like you know what side you're going to try to pass to. Hey, help me with this. What am I doing wrong? What is one detail? Because now you got the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Your knee cut, whatever. Mm-hmm. You got the bulk of it. Now you can work out the details. And those details are found on tape because you might not be asking the right question or, you know, or if you're not looking at it from a critical angle, right? That's what I think.
Get what you're saying. I get it.
And then you would just never make that mistake again because it's like, yeah, I'm not going to let him do that again. Anytime he does that and does this, I'm going to do that. And then just always have an answer. Did I say it's going to work? No, because you'll probably do it wrong. But I mean, it's a start. You'll probably perform it wrong.
Yeah.
The correction you're supposed to make, or you might forget altogether. But that is the ultimate white belt mistake. Like I just forgot whatever, and now I'm spazzing. Right?
Yeah.
It's about toning it down enough to pay attention to what's going on, and be okay with. And it's hard when we're competitive.
Yeah.
Be okay with going for it and getting tapped, and be like, okay, it's a video game though. Like it's just a game. It's like, okay, I'm gonna try again. Like I'm not dead. I'm just gonna try it again. It's not a big deal.
Well, that's the beauty about jiu-jitsu, right? Because you can continue doing it over and over and over again every day. You know?
Yep, over and over.
It's not like sparring where you get fucked up, you know, and you got to take a couple of days off. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and I don't know, man. It's a beautiful sport, man. I wish more people would do it. It's weird how people aren't running to gyms to sign up.
People like us will wonder that.
Yeah.
And I do wonder that. Yeah,
I do.
I
wonder
kind of
all
get
the
it,
time.
but I'm kind of like they just don't.
But why? It's not even that. Like, you don't have to go in there and fucking roll to the death. You know, you have your crew.
It's hard
You know
to
what I
tell
mean?
someone
Like,
that.
Luke's not going to roll with me like he's going to roll with somebody else. Like
It's
a
black
different.
belt, though. Of
No,
course,
but I
though.
mean, like he will intentionally put a neon belly through my body until he touches the floor because he knows I don't give a fuck. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to get mad at him. I like the intensity. I like to fucking scrap, you know, with him. But he's not going to go do that to somebody that walks through the door for the first month. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that to somebody. Well, maybe he won't. I don't know.
It depends. They might deserve it.
Yeah, they might deserve it. But I don't think he would. And I think that's everyone's fear who signs up, so that they're going to get fucked up.
That's what you think it is?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. Oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to get fucked up. I'm too
I've
old.
actually heard that before.
Yeah.
I have heard that before. Like, I don't want to get choked.
It's like, I'm too old.
They just can't.
It's like, bro, you're 35
ego.
or you're 45, you know, or you're 50. Come on now, you can still go.
I think it's ego. They're like, oh man, I don't want. They can't handle it. They can't handle getting.
Yeah, but those
submitted.
are the same guys that still talk and think they can beat people's asses.
Well, yeah, well, those guys don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it's like,
because
are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
You know,
you're right. That is some of them.
Yeah.
But some of them, at least if you're gonna do that, be like, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing on the ground. At least say that. You know what I mean? But
the majority of people don't.
Because they don't know. They think it'll. Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. They don't know.
Or they don't think jiu-jitsu is actually effective. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm just not going to go to the ground.
Oh, you know,
I'm going to stand and bang with him.
You know who we need to get in there? Les.
Les? Yeah. I haven't seen him in a long time. Get him in there.
He's one of those guys. He's
shit.
Well,
really?
it's friendly though, because we're always talking. He's like, nah, ain't never getting me.
Really?
But no man's gonna choke me.
Fuck.
Someone is going to though.
Yeah, because he likes to box, right?
He did boxing, yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time me and him.
Fought.
I was probably like 16 at the time, dude. And I mean, it's such long ago, dude. But I know he fucking got me on that fight. Like, we were just.
Oh, you guys
around.
boxed?
Yeah, we boxed. Yeah, just on the
I have
street.
squared up with him in the studio.
Oh no, he got me. Yeah,
he caught.
I think
you?
I may have gotten 1 or 2 in, but no, he got me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would not have thought that, but I squared up with him one time and like, oh man,
I was like 16, bro.
We didn't.
How
do
much
anything.
older is he? Your age?
He is my age.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a pussy. 16-year-old.
No,
it's not a good look either way. You win.
I'm sure.
You lose.
I signed up for it. I was
You
a
probably
fucking. I was
did.
a
You probably
knucklehead
deserved
at
it.
16. Yeah.
You were what?
Yeah, I was a fucking knucklehead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'd be curious to see. You know, maybe tell him to come by, dude. Tell him to roll. He doesn't think it's effective, really.
No, he does. He just talks that stuff.
You guys still talk?
Well, he cuts my hair.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's when I see him.
Nice.
It's always nice because it's an excuse. This is a nice time to get out and just talk.
Yeah.
When I'm doing just.
How's he
stuff that
been?
I
He's
should
been
be
good?
doing. Oh, he's doing good.
That's
yeah,
good,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah. He's opened up a third location.
Oh, really? He has 2. I know he had the one.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
The
that
one where
has.
he is just him off
Mhm.
Inglewood and North Oak.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got another one off North Oak. with,
Oh,
all of his
really?
barbers. It's right next to.
I haven't seen the second one.
It's right next to Ignite MMA. Used to be.
I've
Glory.
seen that one. Where's the first one at?
Okay, the first Inglewood and North Oak in that building, caddy corner from that Dodge dealership.
Oh,
Across from.
Oh yeah.
Is
The
there
little
Boardman
gray,
still there?
that little gray building right there.
Yeah, it's just like with like office building. Well,
Okay.
you go in there and he's his own shit. You can get a shot if you want.
Oh really?
Dude, I mean, yeah, he's got, yeah.
Really?
For a minute, I'm actually asking.
I think I've seen he has like sneakers and stuff that he sells, like tennis shoes.
He doesn't sell them anymore, evidently.
Mm.
Because I bought some that I didn't like, and I was trying to say how much. He's like, I don't even sell sleeves.
Ah, okay.
But I never bought any from him, anyways.
Yeah,
But I knew he was selling them, and so that's why I asked
that's
him.
cool.
about
He
it.
offers you a shot when you come in.
He doesn't
Yeah.
offer you. You just okay.
Oh,
so
it's a membership. It's a membership,
No.
right? It's a complimentary
he
drink.
did have a gimmick.
Yeah, let's not get him in trouble here.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're talking about. to be
Actually,
honest
that
with
is. I think that's part of the deal. If you're not selling it, it's something about like with the license type of thing.
you.
If you're not
Yeah,
selling
yeah. It's
it.
like a free. You can't sell it or whatever like that. So, but no, that's fucking dope, dude. 3 locations.
He's opening another
Opening
one
a
right
third?
by. I think it's like in Midtown. He said it's by like
Oh,
a Town
shit.
Topic, and he said
That's dope.
Yeah, so he's gonna be down there for a while, opening it with hiring new barbers. So, oh, he's doing good, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Did he ever cut your hair?
Mm-mm. Maybe a long time ago. I don't remember. We used to hang out because I used to hang out with his. I don't know. I can't remember if it was his cousin Marky. I can't remember if they're cousins. I think they're
Did
cousins.
he work it out back?
No.
Who was that one dude? that we your boy too. He worked in the kitchen, but he got in trouble.
Oh, Jamie. Yeah, dude. He just got out of prison, man. Yeah, just got out.
Wasn't he? I thought he got deported or something.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He's
he
in
did?
Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, he is in Mexico.
Mhm.
Oh, you still talk to him?
He messaged me on Facebook and called me too not too long ago. We've kept in contact over the years. It's kind of been in and out. We'll go a couple years without talking, then he'll contact me. But you know, it's hard, man. You know, I got my own life. I've got my own shit I'm going through. He's in prison. I mean, I was so young when he went in. I was like fucking 18, man. You know, it's a sad situation, man, overall. You know, I can't even say anything about it, man, because at the end of the day,
no, I'm not.
you know, the person who lost their life in that situation, I mean, it's more, you know, I feel for them. You know what I mean? It's fucking sad, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just what can you do? What can you say to somebody on that? You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, how was his attitude when you talked to him, though?
I mean,
He's
fine.
cool. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Is he a doctor yet?
Nah.
Dude, because you could use your prison
Is he a
sentence,
doctor?
dude. All they do is read.
Yeah.
You see them come out, they're like a freaking.
Nah, he's like really into fitness and stuff like that.
Well, that too. That was another thing I was gonna say. You're buff and conditioned as hell.
Oh, he is. Yeah. He's down in Mexico right now, man. It's hard though down there. You know, he's not from there. He came there when he was a baby. Came up. His mom brought him up here, but he doesn't know. He has some family down there, but it's not like he knows anybody down there. He's from America, so it's kind of a hard situation. But you know, I love him, man, and I miss him. But you know, he kind of
he can't come.
he made his bed. You know what I mean? Like his decisions, you know, that he made, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's not, you know, it sounds fucked up to say, but you know, I feel for him, but at the end of the day, I feel more for the family who went through what they went through. You know what I mean? Like it's horrible, you know, what happened. So, but yeah, man, I mean, so I hope he's all right, man. I hope he figures it out. You know what I mean? But
well, God bless him,
man. Yeah.
And that family.
Yeah. Family too, man. That's hard, man. It was a fucked up deal,
I
man.
I don't know I brought that up.
No, it's cool, man. It's a podcast, man. Talk about everything, dude. You know, it sucks, man. You know, one bad decision, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, you know, we were all teens, man. You know, we made a lot of fucking bad decisions. How many times did we go out drinking and decide to get behind the wheel? You know what I mean? It's just anything can happen, man. You know, shit, that's why I thank God, shit, I've had some close calls, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've been to some parties where I shouldn't have been driving, and thank God that, you know, nothing happened. But you only get so many.
You ever
of
get
those.
a Dewey?
No, I'm glad I haven't. You know,
that's what's up.
Been fucking close. Or how many times have I rode my motorcycle all fucked up? You know, that's even more scary. Fuck, I went off the road one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. I fucking went. I held
that's
it.
kind of fun though.
No, fuck no. You know, it wasn't in the moment when you're on the fucking highway and you veer off the fucking in the median.
No, not that part. Just driving.
No, riding. Yeah, riding's fun. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know,
that's fun or drunk ride.
Well, it's fun at the time until you
until you
start flying off or you're fucking burning out and you're fucking lay your motorcycle down and you know, I've had some close calls, man. You know, just making stupid decisions, man. You know what I mean? Like. And don't get me wrong now, I'll go out and I'll go to a bar and I'll have a couple beers, but I'm not getting fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, when you drink as little as we do, you don't really have to anymore.
Yeah.
Because a couple cocktails and you're good.
Yeah, you're feeling
kind of too.
Well, but I used to chase the drunk. Like I used to chase getting drunk. I needed that. You know what I mean? I didn't need it every day like an alcoholic, but when I was
Look forward to it.
When I was out socializing, I wanted to get fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, what am I drinking for? For the taste? No, I'm drinking to get fucked up. Let's party. You know, let's go.
Yeah.
And once you make that's how you are, you're bound to fucking have a lot of bad things happen to you, dude. I mean, what good comes out of alcohol?
Nothing.
Like, well, an excess consumption of alcohol. Nothing.
Yeah. And
Majority of the time.
Physiologically probably has no use.
No, nothing.
Like health wise.
Yeah.
No. I used to argue that point. Only just to say that there is a stress relief and a dopamine component, or you know, you feel good, you know.
Yeah.
Winding down.
Yeah. I mean,
for sure. In moderate, it's like everything.
But like you said, health wise though, yeah. Does it probably gives you that confidence that, like that calms the nerves a little bit? Yeah, it does. But then what's it also doing to you? I know. I'm not saying don't drink. We just took a fucking shot not too long ago.
Cheers,
You know what I mean?
yeah. A little
But
sweet.
I would say, be careful how much you drink. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, nothing good has happened to me when I've had excess of alcohol, dude. I've made either myself look stupid. I've watched people do stupid shit. I get sick.
Yeah.
You make decisions you shouldn't have done. It's just, it's all bad.
Healthier pursuits, like that feeling after a lift, that feeling after jiu-jitsu, after getting a sub, or just going. Like, you don't have to win every round.
But that's the thing.
Feels good.
That's the thing, man, is that
it's good to go.
Substituting a bad habit with a healthy habit, that's what helped me. It wasn't going cold turkey. That only lasts so long. It was going, okay,
what am I going to do now?
What do? I get drunk. Like, I go out and I like to party. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not an alcoholic because I don't do it every day. I only do it on the weekends. I look forward to the weekends to go out, or drink at the house, get drunk at the house with my friends or something. You know what I mean? Have people over. We'll cook out. We'll get drunk. But
and it's only on the weekends, though, you were doing.
Yeah, it was like the weekends.
That's like a healthy amount, but you add in excess on the weekends, though.
Yeah, but it's still the excess of how much you drink, even on that
one
day.
Yeah, that's where it was bad.
Because then what? I'm getting fucked up. I'm saying shit I probably shouldn't be saying because I'm fucking drunk.
I can imagine.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you're being stupid. You're saying stupid shit, or someone's starting a fight, or you're whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying shit to your old lady you probably shouldn't be saying. You know what I mean? Because you're fucking drunk. Stuff like that. Or you're doing you're looking embarrassing. You see a video of you and you're fucking you're embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not. But I noticed if I substituted, like you said, the feeling of working out. And, having a healthy sport to go to is a way better feeling than getting fucked up at it. And don't get me wrong, from time to time, I like to go and I smash fucking 6 beers, take a couple shots and feel good.
Yeah.
But not as much. Not every fucking weekend. You know what I mean? Like you said, make it rewarding. Just like that water after jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that water after jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm at the point to where I'm loving that feeling so much. My body is like, we talk about recovery and not getting too sore. Like, there's days where like my body probably should recover. It's like I'm also getting in better shape, so it's like actually I could just go work out again because I'm also not working. So like if I do a heavy volume workout, like a crap ton of squats, relatively heavy for me, and then the next day I could do upper, like, so I'm super sore in the legs. The next day I could do upper body, and then the next day after that, it's like, what do I do? I could do like my upper body and lower body workouts, I take them over 2 or 3 days because I just don't have enough time. Dude, honestly, after my warm-up, and my warm-up is up to 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
After I jog, stretch, do my little push-ups and my upper back stuff.
Thank you.
It's like 30 minutes.
I tell people that all the time. My shit takes like 20 to 30 minutes to get warmed up.
I hate it because I want to get in there and lift, but I feel so much better when I do. And if I don't do it before, I would like to do it after, but dude, I get in the car and drive home afterwards.
A post? A cool down? Yeah.
Who's
doing that? Who's doing that?
Post workout cool down.
Oh, you should.
But now that I mentioned, I'm actually gonna do a little stretching afterwards. But
what's the stretching for on the cool down for? Like, what's it supposed to relieve? Because I've never understood it.
Stretch, yeah.
I get and even stretching before you work out. Because there's static stretching and dynamic stretching.
Yeah.
And the dynamic is supposed to be before, the static is supposed to be after.
I scrapped that probably.
But I can understand why the dynamic would be.
It took me too long to scrap that philosophy.
Why?
I hate it.
Why?
And the other one, you're supposed to lift before you run or whatever, right? Have you heard that one? Like lifting, and it kind of makes sense. You do your cardio after you lift.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard you're supposed to do cardio. Yeah, after you lift because you burn more calories, supposedly.
Oh, I haven't had I know physiology. I haven't had the time to really think about that. Burn more calories. You probably are burning more fat at that point, perhaps, because you went through your glucose stores. Yeah. Because I'm stretching to get into position, number one. Because if the muscle fibers are stretched out, you might be able to perform. Your muscle fibers might not be able to create as much tension if they're all stretched out.
Well, that's why they're saying dynamic stretching is best.
But I'm also not a power lifter. I'm not lifting. I'm going to squat on 500 pounds.
Right.
For us, what we're doing, Right. Fuck it.
Because
if I don't do it before, I'm never doing it. And is that good? No. I need to stretch so I loosen up those joints. And also you need to be able to get into position. So if I'm squatting, I need to be able to get into position without compromising anything. My lower back's
be able to get ass to grass.
Older now.
You know,
Yeah, I don't go ass to grass, but I mean, I'm going.
I sit in the chair. I do the sit in the chair type.
Do you really?
Squat. Well, I don't actually sit in the chair, but
tap.
I sit like as if I'm in a chair. And I
go
okay.
Up. Yeah, 90 degrees. Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Or a little lower. Depends on whatever's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But I stretch before lifting now, man. I don't care, and I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lifting better because I'm getting in a position better.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear about stuff like that, and here's another thing: you could go and do a 4-mile run and then go lift. You're gonna get gains. You're gonna get strong. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. People just need to, I think, get up and do it.
Yeah.
I was the same way
because
as far as
they think too much. Exactly.
You're overanalyzing it.
Yeah.
Like, should I take food or protein or creatine? It's like,
just start fucking doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start doing something. Just start working out and then incorporate that stuff over time. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Later.
Right?
Yeah.
Just grab a workout plan.
Yeah.
Something simple. 4 days a week. Back and buys, chest and tries. Start with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't even have to superset them. I like to get through the workout faster.
I actually tore my pec when I was 23, like off the humerus here.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do surgery and put it back on. And I like to do...
From what, benching?
I was benching, yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I actually like to do push-ups.
You down for another shot?
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Get that one. Get that one.
You want this one?
Yeah. That was really sweet.
Is it too sweet for you?
Well, it's also 35%. That's 40%.
How do you know that?
I bartended for 12 years.
Oh my god, dude! I forgot you did bartend.
But that's the same with most everything. Like Crown Honey goes down to 35.
Had this on ice.
You want it on ice?
I should have done it on ice, but we're about to take it warm.
You can just chug this water and then put it on ice if you want to. But I'm down to do a shot.
You down to do a shot?
Yeah, I'm down to do a shot. Hell yeah, bro!
I don't know where I'm at on that. I'll let you pour yours.
All right.
Hopefully Jack Daniels will sponsor me one day.
They probably will be. I'm good luck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Let me see that lid real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have drank on this podcast now that I think about it. Just beers, though. I haven't had shots.
Okay,
yet.
good. Sounds first for something.
Yeah, you're not the first one. But you're the first one with shots.
Okay, good.
Salud.
Right, cheers, man. Salud.
Dude, I forgot you bartended for a long time. How was that?
That's cool, man.
Yeah. I always wanted to be a bartender. I thought that would be a dope-ass job.
It reminded me of whenever you were talking about talking to people. Dude, I talked to hundreds and hundreds of people because I ended up going bartending at the airport. You know?
Yeah.
It's not like out back. I talked to like so many people. And you get used to it, just like repeating it. You get used to it. So.
How was it? No.
Now I'm doing the transition opposite. I'm going to a job to where I'm not seeing as many people.
Yeah.
And I'm used to that stimuli.
Yeah.
But I was really getting burnt out of it. How was it? It was like I had to get used to it. Now I'm used to it. Now I'm ready because I'm done busting my ass behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm getting into what's going to be my career. And it's less talking. So now I got to get used to like not moving a lot. And moving is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Body's got to move. So I got to get my movement in before work or after. I don't really like to go after work. So it's got to be early.
It's got to be before,
and my jiu-jitsu's got to be, because honestly for me, jiu-jitsu kind of takes, okay, I'm going to sound like a friggin' lazy person, but like it takes kind of some time. I do like the location because I used to drive 30 minutes to do it. It's right here. I'm just going to start going. But like,
I know
it just takes a little extra time. I got to throw my stuff in the washer immediately and shower, which isn't really a big deal, but I don't have to shower. I don't shower after the gym. I don't need to shower after the gym.
But you're being like those guys that are overcomplicating it right now. Just
for
do
sure.
it. Just fucking do it.
For sure.
Throw that gi in the fucking washer, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You're going to have to buy more detergent. You're going to have to be good with that.
No, you're right.
Don't be that guy that leaves his fucking gi in the fucking wastebasket for 2 days. Ugh.
Oh, hell no.
Fuck that, dude.
I always throw it in the...
That shit sits in the fucking fibers, man. I didn't know
yeah.
that when I first started.
Oh yeah,
Because I did no-gi first. So
oh, did you really?
yeah, I went to 10th Planet. It was all no-gi. So I didn't even think
they
about
don't
that.
do gi there.
No.
I did not.
No. Yeah, and actually to think about it now, it's probably kind of gross because I would just throw my sweaty ass rash guards in my fucking laundry basket. But it was never like in the house. It'd always be like in the garage. But think about it, it probably still soaked in there. But I thought material wise, like how's it gonna soak in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. One thing that's good about our gym.
But now I wash my shit every day, just so everyone knows. Wash my shit every day.
It smells good in here.
I don't smell it. If I do smell, please tell me.
Can't smell anything in here.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah, dude. Our new gym doesn't smell. Helion doesn't smell. It's still brand new.
It's still brand new. Yeah. And they do a good job cleaning, man.
I feel like all of them do.
And there's a lot of light that gets in there, I feel like, because all the windows.
Yeah, is that good?
So that's kind of nice. Yeah. I mean, the sun kills shit, right?
Probably just, I don't
The sun rays, I don't know. Fucking kills
I didn't
bacteria.
even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it. It's like John Donaher's gym in that New York, when he was in New York. It's in that basement.
Oh, yeah.
Like no sun
been
got
in there?
down there. No, but Joe Rogan talks about how they would get like just staff all the fucking time, dude.
That's
you're
the
in
thing.
You're in a dark, damp. I mean, you got lights.
Think about how
but-
sweaty you could get doing a workout in here. You could get away with throwing your stuff in the hamper. But when you go to that mat, you're rubbing up against, you got bacteria from sharing you're all over other people and mostly on the mat. Because if you think about it, you're walking bare feet on the mat and then you're putting your head there, posting there, you're posting with your head.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really feet to face. You're not thinking, it's not direct though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're rolling around on where everyone's walking, and everyone was walking. It's not dirty like the bottom of their shoes, but it's dirty whatever's at the bottom of their shower.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
whatever they're walking around their house with, it's all on their feet.
Yeah. I never thought about it. Yeah, you ain't lying, dude.
Yeah, it's gross.
A lot of shit.
Like, why does it have to smell so bad? But our gym doesn't.
No.
Our gym. I have a bunch of gyms that I go to. I still go. I
know you're the open mat guy.
I'm the open mat guy. I love it.
You're like, I'm never gonna learn any new technique. I'm just gonna roll.
No, honestly, I'll YouTube videos. And work on it.
He's the YouTube guy.
The YouTube guy, because it works.
Oh fuck, self-taught.
Self-taught, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it's more useful because I've had.
All right, let's call John and let's verify this. All right, call him. Oh, that's funny. Hey man, if it works for you, at least you're going one day a week. That's all that matters.
Yeah, 1 or 2 is good for me. I'm cool with 1 or 2. Well, there's videos out there that talk about this. Jujitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I met him. He came to my gym.
Really?
He came in town through the Warriors coach. I don't know if you're in a Warriors case. He came through. Anyways, I saw him at the gym. He had a video on this. He's like, someone wrote him asking you get off 2 days a week, and he's like, yeah, 2 days a week. I think he ultimately said 3 is better. 4, obviously more is better.
Yeah, he has like videos on YouTube that he talks about.
Anyways,
like tips.
I would say that 3 is better than 2, but 2 is better than none or 1. So
1's better than 0.
Exactly. Yeah. So if I'm doing that, and honestly, to be honest, I'm doing mental reps all the time. Mental reps, baby. Hey, no.
Mental reps?
Mental reps.
You're just going over what you would do to a person if they grabbed you on your collar or grabbed your arm. Okay.
It's weird because it never worked until a certain point.
You sound like a guy that's like, I watch Kung Fu movies and reenact them in my basement. That's what you sound like right now, dude.
I don't watch Kung Fu. I already know Kung Fu.
Oh, my God. This guy.
I'm going to take a picture.
No, you're good. We can break. All right, we're back.
All right,
we are good. We are back. So I wanted to get in. I know we've been bullshitting about jiu-jitsu this whole time. One last thing though before I move on. Have you seen the CJI stuff going on? The Craig Jones Invitational.
I love it. Yeah,
Isn't that
cool.
Fucking great? Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be free too on YouTube.
Right. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's awesome. Are you going?
No, I wish. Yeah, am I competing?
I told Luke he should
Yeah,
compete.
They reached out to me. I told him maybe next year.
Because it is invitational, right?
Yeah, it's all invitational. But, that's pretty fucking dope. Check that out. I think that's in August. So that's going to be pretty cool to see. Same weekend as ADCC. He did it on the same fucking weekend, yeah.
And we're gonna. Which one are we gonna watch?
Yeah,
obviously.
Well,
the CJI,
probably the free one. Yeah, definitely the free one. I'll catch the highlights on the other one. So Pharmacist. What the hell made you want to be a pharmacist, dude?
Honestly, I thought that it would be a great profession, and it would give me professional satisfaction just accomplishing and getting a doctorate in something.
Yeah, but why pharmacy? Is your family into that stuff? Or
No. On my mom's side, my uncle is a engineer. She's got a couple of uncles that are engineers.
Okay.
PhDs in it.
Mm-hmm. So you knew you were going to go to school, pretty much at some point.
I just stayed in school. It was like, I don't know.
I know, but did you come out of school at one? Like when you got out of high school, did you go right into college?
Yeah, I did, but I wasn't even trying.
Really? Yeah. So what'd you do? Did you graduate or?
Oh, I think I did like a year or two, and then with like a C average.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So how the hell did you go from that to I want to be a pharmacist?
After that, I took a year off. Then I went back for like a year or maybe a semester because I was like, yeah, let me get this associate's. And I got the associate's finally. And then I was like, oh, what do I want to do? So then I went back and I found out that the pharmacy school really looks at your science GPA and not your overall GPA. And luckily, I didn't take any of those science classes before. I wasn't in chemistry or microbiology, so or calculus or trig. So I was like, okay, cool. I just have to get A's in all those, and then I'll get accepted. They can't deny me because I'm not going to be an idiot in the interview. So that's basically exactly what I did. I got A's in all my prerequisites.
Yeah, but you don't have like a passion in being a farmer. I mean, is this something you want to learn
like
medicine
an actual
and
interest?
Yeah,
I did think that it would be really
like
cool.
learn how to compound and all. Like, is that what you were interested in?
The knowledge base was attractive.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, you're like you know everything about drugs.
Yeah,
like you're a druggist.
Yeah,
you just know. And that was attractive. The knowledge base, but it's kind of like going from, climbing up your way in jiu-jitsu belts. It's like I feel the same.
Yeah, but
when you're down below, it looks different. But because when I was matriculating through the program, I'm like, I never felt any different. And now I'm graduated, and it's like, okay, yeah, I do know a little more about drugs.
Yeah. Have you got to work at any places?
Yeah, I'm at Walgreens right now.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah,
they're treating me really good.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, cool. They gave me a job. They're like, yeah, come take your boards and we'll sign you on. We'll give you a job for now. Pay you half of the salary that you would be getting paid.
That's cool
for now.
Yeah, and it's a place for you to learn and stuff, and kind of get your
and they give me study materials.
Wings,
They give me some study materials too to study from.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you got some exams and stuff like that you got to pass.
I got a couple. Got a board exam.
You're gonna be done. Yeah. Yeah,
North American Pharmacist licensure examination, the NAPLEX clinical exam. 225 questions, and then there's another one. There's a law exam. So I take that one too. It's different in every state, so you got to take the law exam for Missouri. I'll be taking the law exam for Missouri. Excuse me, I'll be taking the law exam.
Yeah, I was saying, what are you whispering it? Are we not supposed to know about it? That's cool, man. Is that like a trade that's in demand or no?
I think it's coming back up.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
I just feel like every time I go to a pharmacy, there's always like only one or two people in the back, Seems kind of like they're struggling to find people or something,
That could be part of it, or they're just understaffed because the company doesn't want to pay.
Oh, right.
Which kind of sucks for that pharmacist.
Dude, that's everywhere, man. Because go to a Walmart, you see one cash register, you open. You know what I mean?
I do the self-checkout at Walmart.
I know. But I'm just saying.
Because I can't stand to watch how slow they are.
No, I get it. I get it. But that's just shitty, man.
And I like to bag my own stuff, too.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's kind of like the corporate motto, cut things in half, Make people do double the work. But I just didn't know if it was like.
We'll see how I like it. I haven't started practicing yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
I just didn't know if it was something in demand right now. Like I know. There was a point where like nurses were in demand and stuff like that. So I didn't know if pharmacy, because I don't know anything about it, man, to be honest with you. Like, I honestly don't even know. Like, I was listening to an interview today and they were saying how like pharmacists are completely different than what they used to be like 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, they're more clinical. We know. Yeah. I think that's the biggest portion of the clinical exam, the NAPLEX actually. They're testing over drug therapy, modifying therapy, initiating therapy, just developing a medical plan.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing the guidelines.
Yeah, because they're no longer actually compounding medicines on site, right? Like, you know. Are they doing some?
Well, it depends on the pharmacy. Yes.
Okay.
Some pharmacies are compounding pharmacies. And Walgreens, Walmart, they're not doing a whole lot of, they're not doing really any compounding.
Yeah.
I think they do have, they're really doing just pills and suspensions or solutions.
Right. Right. Yeah. Cause I was wondering what the difference was. She just said that pharmacists weren't, it's not the same 20 years ago compared to now, you know.
Is that kind of what she said? It's more clinical.
Well, I don't know if she said it was more clinical, but
yeah.
She just says like, you know, they're not really handling the actual drugs as much as they used to prior. You know, it's more of, you know, like you said, clinical and distribution.
Help developing a treatment plan for the patient. So in a hospital, you'll have access to the patient chart and you can help. You'll work with the providers. You'll work with the doctors to implement a plan, a treatment plan.
It's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, in the hospital. And at Walgreens, I won't be doing that.
Really?
Yeah, but they also do some dispensing in the hospital too. It depends on what kind of pharmacy they have in the hospital.
We were talking the other day too about TRT, man. You know actually quite a bit about that.
Yep, I'm on it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm on it. But I know we were talking about it a lot. What kind of got you into that stuff? I mean, you're a pharmacist, but you're kind of...
Oh, I'm just what do you mean into it? I'm not on it.
No, I know you're not on it, but you're into it. You know what I mean? Like your knowledge of it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff wasn't even in pharmacy school.
That's what I was wondering. Did you learn some of that in school, like in other classes that you had to take, or? Because it seems you know a lot about the body. I'm guessing you probably have to know that stuff in order to be a pharmacist.
Physiology was a big class. Pharmacy physiology, and then the 3 or 4 years of chemistry all together. Gen Chem 1, 2, Organic Chem 1 and 2, and then Biochem 1 and 2, and then cell biology, medicinal chemistry 1 and 2, physiology. Yeah, I mean, so like when we talk about hormones, that's some bread and butter stuff. But you know, as far as like what your level, how, like I'm not a practitioner, I'm not prescribing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can look at your levels and I can, you know, just as you would just look at the normal range, I guess.
Yeah, and I wish I would have had mine. I was looking for mine. Actually, I thought I had it saved, but I don't have mine saved. But I know my T was like around 213.
And we were talking about this. I don't know if it was free T or if it was. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get that from
total
him.
T. Because when I got mine checked, I don't know what it was. I think it was total T. Because there's no way you would have been on TRT and only had 200.
No, this was before I got on it.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would make sense then.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my fucking, I thought I had it, but I can't remember what I did with it. I was hoping I was going to be able to talk to you about this. I was actually looking for it and I could not find it the other day. But either way,
if you find it, you can send it to me.
Yeah, because I want to know. I want to understand the breakdown too, man. Because I don't.
You have to.
You know, all I was told is, "Goddamn, your fucking testosterone levels is horrible." You know, your TRT treatment would be, you know, good for you. You know what I mean? So that's why I went on it. Plus, I had been working out for fucking years prior and not seeing any type of physical results that I wanted.
Had been.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. Prior to that, I took off like, I don't know, 8 months, I think, of working out. It's like here and there, hit and miss. But before that, like I went like 2 years solid, dude, and couldn't. And don't get me wrong, I was getting stronger and stuff like that. You know, it was easier to work out and stuff. But overall, physically wise, looking different, no. I would have people go, "You work out?" I was like, "Yeah, 5 times a week."
They're just being haters.
No, but literally, I didn't see the transformation
they were onto
at
something?
all. Yeah, no, they were being right. They were true.
And you work out down here?
Well, at the time, I was working out Planet Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it should have been at OG, right?
OG. I've been going there 15 years.
Dude, that's a badass gym. I didn't even know that it fucking existed.
Yeah, come through.
Yeah, I've been there. I
Oh,
went
okay.
once.
Okay.
Because the
You got a
guy,
good setup
what's his name? Brent. I think it's
Yeah,
Brent.
yeah.
Yeah.
He fought Luke
Oh, did he?
back in the day.
I didn't know that.
They fought.
I rolled with him at, I met him at Helium, like at an
yeah.
open mat. I know he didn't go there, but at the time he was going to Warriors. Now he's at Body Fit.
Right.
But I met him there and he's like, "Yeah, man, come by." And, a lot of the guys came from OGKC to Helium that go there now. Like, my buddy Logan and, there's a couple other guys too that are from there.
I saw him the other day. I don't think he goes. Well, it's funny that I could just never run into him. Maybe that's what it is.
Who?
Logan?
Yeah. Tall redhead.
Redhead? Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you ran into him?
I saw him there.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I met him at jiu-jitsu and he rolled.
Yeah, well, that's where they've been going there, I guess, for years. I don't know. But they all came from there. But I went up there with them and to check it out. It was pretty dope, man. I've only been there once, but it was pretty neat. Nice gym.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, good gym.
That's my gym.
Yeah, I like how they have the bay doors that open up and on the not where the desk
At
is,
the
but you
end.
keep going at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open up those doors.
Yeah, it's a dope gym, man. Dude, I miss the gym, dude. I know I work out down here.
It is a different vibe. Basement vibe is different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's
Because like although you have a lot of space for a basement, it's nothing like a gym.
Well,
where
it's
you have
just the
open space.
energy.
The energy.
The energy
also.
in the gym, dude.
I agree.
You're in there. Everyone's fucking hot. There's a couple of warlocks, probably me and a couple other guys in there. And then you're looking at everybody. You're like, damn, I want to look like them. You know what I mean? It just gives you that fucking energy, man. Like, let's fucking get a pump in,
Yeah.
It's just different, and then in your basement, you're waking up at 4:30 a.m. and that's a grind.
Damn, that is a grind.
Yeah, that's a fucking grind.
I will say, once you walk into that gym at 4:30 a.m., it's like, oh, you're awake.
Yeah. Well, a gym, yeah.
This brighter.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you see the
people.
people. You see these guys that are fucking huge and jacked and buff. You see these chicks that look like fucking Instagram
It's a good
models.
environment.
Yeah, it's like,
Good
damn,
environment to
dude.
work
Like,
out in.
I want to fucking look like these guys. You know what I mean? It gives you that boost, that energy to keep lifting or go a little further than what you probably would have if you were in your basement and nobody's watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
It's
kinda
like a
how-
social event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a social place because, there's people that talk. I do not talk with Brent for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes sometimes.
Yeah. He's a good guy, man. I really like Brent. He's a good dude.
Me too.
I need to get a membership up there, dude. It's just not real convenient for me to drive that way, then drive,
You do have the home gym. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's better.
And I
than
have
nothing.
everything here other than there's some machines that I would like to have.
Do you squat?
know. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I do front squats. I don't do back squats.
Why is that?
Jiu-jitsu. I was reading one thing. There was a guy, Joshua Sedledge on YouTube. He's a big jiu-jitsu guy. He was talking about how front squats are more effective for jiu-jitsu than back squats. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing because the weight's in front, it's more of you're working on posture.
It might be better on your back too, because I think front squat your back is more upright than when
Because you're holding that weight up instead of on your back where you're kind of more hunched over.
Yeah, I mean, in any event, you need your back to be straight.
Mm-hmm. But nah, dude, OGKC's dope, man. I really like their gym. Body Fit's gym's dope. You ever been down there?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a dope.
I didn't lift there. I just did some
Dude,
jiu-jitsu.
I wish Helium had a fucking gym jiu-jitsu combo like that. That is fucking dope, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I wish that, that would be sweet.
And they got showers there?
But it's close enough to my gym, and I don't shower at the gym. I did all that in wrestling enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally fine, but
yeah. It's just nice, dude, so you don't have to get in your car and fucking be sweaty as shit after jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
I have a stinky bag.
Oh, you do?
Have you heard of those?
I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah. So I just put my gi in that.
Yeah, but then, you're still
You're
sweaty.
still sweaty
as fuck. You sit down.
You are still sweaty.
Hopefully you got leather seats.
I don't love my car. I don't love my car that much.
Yeah.
Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
It's newer. It's still nice.
It's still a nice car. I seen it the other day.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm surprised that our gym smells really like good. It doesn't smell like at all.
Like I said, it's a year and a half.
Year and a half.
So.
But still, I feel like it should be stinking by now. But it's also doesn't have that much traffic coming through it, maybe.
I don't know. There's a lot of people there, especially on open mats. Lately,
I just want it to stay like that.
It's been a dude, but
I shower before I go to Jits.
It used to be a lot of fucking people on open mats. I don't know what it is. It kind of goes up and down.
That's what Brent told me. He told me that. He said that it's not too many people are going there.
Yeah, dude. But it used to be a lot, man. And
sometimes for the openings and
exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of people during that time. So maybe it'll ramp back up here soon.
Yeah.
I feel like it floats up and down. Who knows, man? But I haven't seen him up at the gym in a while either. Usually he was coming by there a lot.
He goes to Body Fit.
No, but he used to come to our open mat a lot on
Really?
Sundays. Yeah, I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him there, but one time a no-gi when Luke was teaching.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like on a Tuesday?
It was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, he used to come to classes too. Yeah, you're right about that. I don't know what happened.
This was probably a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, I went to one of their classes at Body Fit. It was pretty dope. They have a neat spot upstairs.
Oh yeah, did you like that?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Cool gym.
What day did you go?
On a no-gi day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a no-gi guy. I don't care for gi too much.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind training in it. I've grown to like it, but
you started no-gi.
Yeah,
and you prefer no-gi.
Yeah, I started at 10 Planet like in 2018. I went there for like maybe 6 months, dropped out for like 5 years.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Dropped out.
Dang,
for like
so
5
you
years.
Started before I did, probably, or maybe the first.
Yeah, I was like 27. Yeah.
So at inception, we probably started at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Yeah, I dropped out. Fucking.
Actually, I was probably 27.
Yeah, you may have started earlier than me.
Yeah, maybe started, but it's not like I actually most of my mat time fell.
Yeah, I was going quite a bit at 10 Planet, and then I was just dealing with a real bad injury on my rotator cuff. Just bullshit excuses.
Is that where that happened? Your shoulder injury where you said you were squeezing too hard?
No. That happened here at a tournament.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Holding a head and arm triangle, just trying to muscle that shit fucking
must have been
for like a minute. Yeah, no technique at all. Just trying to muscle that shit in, dude. Oh, dang. I blew my fucking shoulders out so bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't lift. I could lift them like just up to here.
So what exactly happened? Like
I don't know. I didn't go get it looked at. Okay. I just fucking
so it's like a really intense strain.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. So they were all inflamed.
Yeah, pretty much all inflamed. But dude, it was like for 3 fucking weeks. Damn. It was a long fucking time, dude. I had to tell people like you can't do any arm bars and shit on me for like 3 weeks, dude.
But it was your shoulder, so no kimuras.
Nothing. Don't attack my shoulders at all. Yeah.
Because even extending your arm.
That hurt too. Yeah. Everything hurt. So it was worth it though. I won. So that's all that mattered.
Nice. I won a local white belt tournament.
Dude, I seen. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, man, let me fucking have that. All right.
You definitely
don't take that away from me. All right. I won a local Masters white belt tournament. All right. Sometimes I have 2 guys in my fucking bracket. All right. That's a good tournament that day.
Yeah.
I seen that you had one with like 8 guys in it, man. At your tournament.
Yeah, it was Grappling Industries. So
yeah, I did that. I've done them before.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all my medals right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally got that absolute one, dude. They took forever. They had to mail that to me. The one I won at High V.
Is that Patriots? Is that
no? It's an AGF.
Oh! It looks like a. Why do I think it's the New England Patriots?
No, it's an AGF. That's the absolute division. Well, they call it the challenge.
That thing looks cool. Division. That thing's big.
Yeah, I know. It's the biggest medal I ever won. And dude, I kept bothering them. I'm like, when is that coming in? Because I've been waiting for this.
AGF?
Yeah, because they didn't have any more. So I took a picture with it, and they're like, I'll send it to you. Well, we'll send it to you. Give us your address. So
wait, the medal?
Yeah.
Wait, they ran out?
Yeah, they ran out. Yeah, they ran out.
Did they get it? Did they get to you?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, that's
finally a month and a half later. That's what it took. I was like, dude. I thought it was gonna be SOL on that. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, give me my fucking white belt medal I fucking paid for. All right.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good time, dude. AGF was pretty cool. But
Our buddy Mark just competed in AGF, but
Yeah.
but he lives in St. Louis, so
Oh, really?
maybe that's where it was.
Yeah, they go all around.
Right, but I'm just
nationwide.
saying you were trying to get another AGF. Oh, that I don't know. Never mind. You were
I would-
talking about the medal.
Yeah, the medal. I would like to compete at AGF again, man, but I want to do IBJJF. I should have done that one this year, and I didn't. It seemed like we always fall off of topic, too. We were talking about pharmacy, and I were talking about jiu-jitsu. We just love jiu-jitsu, man, aren't we? We're just a bunch of...
Dude, yeah, I'm not good at staying
jiu-jitsu
on
loving-
topic. If you don't keep us on topic,
Nah, I'm just...
then you can't rely on me.
Nah, that's how my podcast is. It goes off and on. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, dude, so you competed at Grappling Industries and what else?
That was it. That's the only tournament I ever did.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
thought you competed at a couple of them. Yeah, you said you had like an 8-man bracket or something like that.
Did I say that on the post?
I think so.
I really put that there? Oh, yeah. I said I won 7 out of 8 matches
Yeah,
because there was
7 out of
5 people in the gi and 3 in the no gi.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, I lost 1 match to a guy that I had previously beat, but he caught me in a guillotine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking guillotine,
The
man.
guillotine is the wrestler's kryptonite. But I'm better now.
You're
I'm sure
better
that
now?
dude's better now too. But
I'm going to try that on next Sunday.
yeah, well, that's because I shot in on him. I don't really do too many shots unless I know it's going to be good or I get frustrated. But that's what I like to do to people.
Dude, I need to
make
work
them
with you
shoot.
more on wrestling because I like
Yeah, we get in
wrestling, dude. Like I'm trying to learn how to shoot better, run the pipe, all that shit, man. My single legs, double legs. I'm trying to get better at that. There was a guy that just showed up because the coach prior, Coach Andrew, he was awesome with wrestling, man. I really learned a lot.
He
from
wrestled.
him. Yeah, I know. Wrestled his whole fucking
I didn't
life.
even know that about him. That he
Yeah.
wrestled in college, I think.
Yeah, he
I
wrestled
didn't
from
know.
like 5 to like college.
Yeah.
All the way up through college.
I didn't
him
know
and his
that.
brother.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother owns a gym out in St. Joe. But there's a couple of wrestlers that show up to our school, and I'm always like, anytime they come, I'm like, teach me something, man. You know,
Yeah.
'cause I don't know, man.
You
Something
probably
about-
could beat them. Or were they good?
I
just
mean, yeah, I mean, some. I don't know. I look at it this way, okay. One, some of them, I don't know if they just are taking it light. I don't know what it is, or if jiu-jitsu really does catch them off guard because, yeah, some of them I've
If they're a
subbed and
straight,
I'm like,
full-bred wrestler, it
Yeah.
will definitely catch them off guard.
yeah. Well,
For-
that's what I wonder.
Like if they're bellying down still.
yeah, because
If they're
sometimes
bellying down still, they're giving you their back, because
Yeah.
you don't want to. You can't go. on your
well,
back
some of
and
them I
stuff.
wonder. I'm just like, like how is it? How was I able to do that? You know what I mean?
It's because you are of the same. If they're not a college wrestler, then you
Mhm.
are of the same grappling experience.
Some of them were college wrestlers though, so
Okay.
it's kind of odd.
Actually, I will. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrestle with.
And I'm not
guys.
saying they're all like that. You know what I mean? Because I've had some that just beat my ass. You know what I mean? It just depends. It depends
Actually,
on the
that's
person.
hard to put.
But
my
then
finger
some
on.
of them actually try to do jiu-jitsu. They don't want to incorporate the wrestling at all. They're trying to actually do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to get caught off guard. You know what I mean? Just
If you
depends.
start wrestling them.
No, if I actually do jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just depends. I don't know. What the fuck do I know, man? I don't know shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just making up shit right now. I have no idea.
It's
I don't know how I do some of the things I do, man. I don't know. It just fucking happens sometimes, Sometimes I get a submission. Sometimes I don't.
Mhm. Sometimes I get good position, and then I
Sometimes.
just catch my breath.
Yeah. But back to pharmacy, man. So you're in it now. You're working. What are your thoughts on like the whole prescription pills and stuff like that? Like, do you have any? Can you help me out here, man? Because
Mhm.
there's so many bads to the pharmaceutical drugs, and there's so many goods to it. I mean, how do you feel on some of that stuff? Now that you're in it, you're seeing how things are made, you're seeing the benefits and the pros and cons to it,
Mhm. I think non-pharmacological therapy is underutilized, and it's up to the individual to implement that. And since there's a lot of lazy people out there, for lack of a better word, the pill is the answer for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not going to go for a jog. They're not going to change their diet.
Yeah.
So whatever, the pill probably is the answer for them.
Pills just
unfortunately.
easier.
I think the doctor should push it a little more. I can't speak for every doctor,
Mhm.
but if a guy like our guys like from 25 to even 45, I would keep it all natural
Mhm.
unless you I guess, refused to do the non-pharm therapy, which is lifestyle changes, diet, exercise, sleep, and stress levels.
But then there's some people that actually do that, and they still need something else, right? I mean, there's cases of that.
Yeah. Like high blood pressure, for example, supposed to be not good for your organs, increases risk of heart attack and stroke because the pressure puts a strain on all your organs. So kidneys, heart, brain, liver. So that's why it's important. So, and if you're doing all of the non-pharmacological things and your blood pressure's still high, I guess a blood pressure pill would be appropriate going by modern medicine guidelines. There's some people that will tell you, you can get an opinion on anything on the internet. There's some people out there saying that, high blood pressure is not even bad. It's just normal. Like if you have high blood, it's not even that high. Like anything over 120 if it's like 130 over 90, it's not that big of a deal unless it's like really high. They say that it's fine and it's benign and you shouldn't worry about it. But what we were taught in pharmacy school is you want to have that blood pressure down chronically, because blood pressure goes up when we're working out. So acute blood pressure increases, not a big deal. But over, it's not supposed to be chronically elevated.
Right. Yeah, but I agree with you on that, dude, is that sometimes I feel like doctors push that more. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all do, but I get what you're saying as well, though. How many people are fucking lazy and don't want to do the work? Yeah. So can you blame the pharmaceutical drugs for giving them something that is going to have some cons to it, but also has some pros to help them as well?
And a lot of those
everything's a risk,
But a lot of those medicines are pretty benign, pretty much. I'd rather be on none. I think that, like I said, non-pharm diet exercise is not used enough for chronic conditions like hyperlipidemia, hypertension, diabetes. I think it's underutilized. I mean, my cholesterol was a little elevated when I went in, so I upped my fiber, and I actually got it down by 20%, which is what, if you read up on it, that's about as much as you can lower it.
Is that based off of BMI? Like when you're checking that stuff?
No, I don't think it is. No.
How are you checking your cholesterol? Are you doing?
Oh, you do blood work.
Yeah, you're doing the prick on the finger.
No. You actually got to go get it tested.
Because I've done
like when you got your testosterone looked at, you would tell them to look at your.
Yeah, where he draws. Well, they draw blood on site.
They would go. They would look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't do it at the house, but you can do that at some.
Yeah, like at work,
Price Chopper.
They'll have people come in, they'll prick your finger, and then they'll give you.
So you know about that? Yeah, because I've did rotations at places that do that.
Yeah, they do it at my work a lot. Yeah. They'll do it once a year.
That's cool.
They offer that.
Yeah, and there's a pharmacist. That's one of the things that they can do.
Oh, really?
A pharmacist can go in there and check your lipid level. And yeah, it depends on if they have as far as prescribing, they would have to have a collaborative practice agreement. So they'd have to have a physician. They'd have to be working with a physician. And then they could, as far as those, that's like what I call little drugs. This is like a blood pressure pill, a little cholesterol pill. It's pretty easy to manage.
Yeah. And so how do you manage your cholesterol? You said just greens?
So there's different types of cholesterol. Are you familiar with those?
I've heard. I'm not going to say I'm familiar
with
them.
There's HDL and there's LDL. Yeah. And you can remember that HDL is the healthy, so H, and then LDL is L for lousy. This is how my biochemistry teacher told us to remember it. But high density lipoprotein and low density lipoprotein. If you put oil in water, you know that it doesn't mix, it separates. And that's the same thing when we eat fat and it goes from our GI tract into our bloodstream. Our bloodstream's mostly water, so you can't just have fat floating around in your bloodstream. So your body packages it up in a protein particle. It gets absorbed initially as a chylomicron, like a big. It's basically, and cholesterol is a fatty-like molecule. So the way you can lower your cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol specifically, is the LDL cholesterol. you can actually find a way to this LDL that's floating around in your blood, you can lower it. You can make your liver pull it out of your blood because the higher your LDL concentration is in your blood, it's a risk factor for hardened arteries. So you want to have that over the lifetime, right? You want to have that below a certain level.
Yeah,
I think like
hardened arteries is going to cause
blockage of
can cause a heart attack.
Yeah, because you don't want ischemia, which is basically lack of blood flow to an organ.
Can that be reversed? Like if you're starting to build
when
up.
you talk about your brain, the atherosclerotic plaques.
Yeah, can that be reversed?
I believe it can. I believe it can by exercise, because you just have to work it out, that elasticity of the arteries. I think you can.
I'm guessing there's counter arguments on that, and there's
debates
you can back and forth on that.
Yeah.
I've just always wondered if things were always reversible. I mean, they say they are, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's different, like I said, different people have different arguments on.
Yeah, you're saying that. After it's already built up.
Well, I'm not saying full blockage, but I'm saying you're starting to build.
Not full blockage.
Yeah,
because if you had a heart attack and you have damage to your heart now, that's different. Yeah.
I've just wondered that because
that's a great question.
I didn't take care of myself for a long time. You know what I mean? After I got out of high school, I was in incredible shape in high school, and then I let myself go. So I've always thought, damn, I'm starting to change physically on the outside, but inside, am I better? And I've seen through my BMI and stuff like that, checking my blood, through the prick on the thumb and all that, I've seen my cholesterol come down, my BMI go from like a 30 to, I think I'm in my like 20s now or something like that. I think low 20s.
So you're only overweight, like me. Me, I'm overweight.
Yeah, and then again, you got to take BMI with a grain of salt. Yeah. Because probably I'm not supposed to be 215 pounds. I'm probably supposed to be.
You're not supposed to be this muscly, really, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
really, though.
Because aren't people who are really jacked, they're still considered overweight, right?
Right. It's like, how can I be overweight with muscle? Well, that's good. Yeah. Because the more muscle mass is linked to longer lifespan. More strength as well. How strong you are is linked to life.
Hold on. Say that again. What? The more muscle what?
More muscle mass is linked to, I think it's linked to longer life. I know that.
Really?
I know that.
I mean, it makes sense.
And that's because
you're putting your body against resistance.
You're just stronger.
Yeah, and it's repairing itself over. And I might be wrong on this. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's just what I'm thinking. Is that you're putting yourself in a strain and then recovering over and over again. I mean, that's got to build your body up and strengthen your body. It's
more resistant to oxidative stress, cellular damage.
Yeah, you'd be able to describe it better than me. So.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, our body's always fighting reactive oxygen species in the cells. Just basically destructive compounds. And it could be even toxins you put in your body, or if it's the small amounts over time in a certain food you've been eating, like grill marks on a steak is carcinogenic, So our body's always fighting cancer. It takes care of cancer cells if you're healthy. Problem is whenever your health goes down, your body, that stuff kind of takes over. So that's why it's good to stay healthy and stay active, so your body can just be better at dealing with colds, viruses, because they're everywhere. It's just our immune system's keeping it. We don't know it, but we're sitting here and our body's fighting all kinds of stuff. There's bacteria. Our immune systems are, thankfully, they're strong enough to deal with that stuff. So and that's another thing. Some of the antioxidants are in the pigment that we eat. Like anything colorful that's not artificial colors. Like if you're making a shake, I'll put like this much, a little more than this ice and water, and I'll pour my blueberries in there and I see the water turn blue. That's pigmentation, blue pigmentation. It's all antioxidants. The same thing with chlorophyll. That's why leaves are green. And those pigments are responsible for exciting electrons in water and photosynthesis, basically. Like, it's really magical what it does. Like, what a plant does, it's all comes down to those pigments. And so when we consume those pigments, they get absorbed into our bloodstream. A lot of these polyphenols and flavonoids, all this natural stuff gets into our bloodstream, and it can help mitigate cellular damage, basically.
Really?
Yeah. And that's one thing that doesn't have a daily value. You know what I mean? You see protein, carbs, and fat, and then you have your vitamins, and then you have trace elements like minerals, like zinc. You know, you have daily value of that stuff, but there's no real daily. No one tells you how much vegetables you should be eating. So that's why, especially when I was younger, I overlooked it. I'm like, there's no calories in that. Where's the protein in that, right?
Right.
But now I'm drinking tea. You know.
Well, it also helps with your digestive tract too, as well, right? The fiber.
Oh yeah, fibers. That's another thing. That's how I lowered my cholesterol by about 22%. So this is what I wanted to tell you. The way to lower your LDL cholesterol is to make your liver pull it out of the bloodstream. And now it's lowered. It pulls it out of the bloodstream, but you have to give your liver a reason to pull it out of your bloodstream. So what you can do is there's something called bile acids, right? And they help to create an emulsion, which basically mixes water and oil in a homogeneous solution. Like it's evenly mixed. Because if you eat a cheeseburger, like a fatty cheeseburger, and then drink a glass of water, or even a soda, which is at its base, it's water, you know. Your body's got to mix that together, and it does it. Okay, here's an example though of what bile acids and bile salts do. Here's an example. When you get oil on your hands and you go wash your hands with just water, it doesn't remove it very well. You need something that's fat soluble, but you also need something that's water soluble so you can wash that oil off of your hand. So you put soap on your hand with a little bit of water, and the soap binds to the oil on your hand, but it also is attracted to water. It's amphipathic. I think I'm saying that right. It's attracted to water and fat. It brings those two things together, and then you can rinse it away. Why can you rinse it away? Because it's attracted to water. It's soluble in water. Soap is soluble in water, but it's also soluble in like fat too. It's like both. So that's what the bile acid does, and it's what helps package. Well, yeah, it basically just creates an emulsion before it's absorbed into the bloodstream. So what you do is you can take fiber. I took psyllium husk, just unflavored. It tastes kind of like crap, but you could just get a Metamucil bar if you want. It's
I used to do Metamucil powder. You put it in water.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Just like
I need to do that again.
So this is how it works.
Well, I do eat quite a bit. I eat about vegetables once every other day.
Yeah.
Is that enough or not? No.
It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say what I feel like it's hard to do it. It's hard. It's easier to take this if I don't have time to cook vegetables.
Is a multivitamin good then to take? Because I hear debates on that. And multivitamins, you don't really need them if you're eating healthy and properly. They're just basically you're pissing them out, you know.
I supplement with vitamin D, zinc, magnesium.
Yeah. I just had somebody tell me that if you take too much vitamin D, it can fuck you up.
I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it's a fat soluble vitamin too. So I mean, you can.
So how do you know?
They're easy.
How do you know how much you need?
There's you can look on the internet and it'll give you recommend daily allowances. Actually, you can look on the back of your bottle and it'll tell you, is it 100% daily value or is it 250%? If it's 250, you might want to take half of one because now you're getting over the daily value. Or you could just take it every other day.
Yeah.
Just
the
to be
vitamin
safe.
D is a liquid pill though.
I take a pill, a solid pill.
Oh, it's a solid.
Yeah, you
the
don't
ones I have are liquid. Like a
gel pill?
Gel pill, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it's either way. It's it's still a pill. Yeah,
and I always take it because I don't get much sun as I used to. You know what I mean? I was stuck in a warehouse, you know, in a machine shop 10 hours a day. So I always supplemented more. I think like 5,000 IUs was what I was doing.
I think I do a 2,000 IU.
But I was doing a multivitamin as well with vitamin D in it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the things you have to look out for.
So maybe a
multivitamin isn't wrong. Do I take a multivitamin? No. But it's not wrong. It's not going to make you sick. Are you going to piss out a lot of it or some of it? Yeah, but that means you at least know you got your daily value of those elements.
Yeah, because when I did blood work, when I got my TRT, it said I was vitamin D deficient. So,
okay.
yeah. So he wanted me to take more.
That could play a role into your natural testosterone too. I mean, I know you already are on the TRT, but beforehand, one of the things you could have looked into before doing it. But
I was taking a multivitamin prior. I just wasn't taking extra vitamin D on top of that.
Oh, and you were still low after the extra too?
And I told you I was working out too.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, maybe you weren't getting good absorption from that product, or were you taking it with a fatty meal?
I don't know.
I mean, were you taking?
I'm not going to say my diet was the healthiest. No.
Well, no. You want to take for the vitamin D to actually be absorbed.
Oh, okay.
You need to have some fat in there.
Yeah, I always take it when I eat.
Yeah.
So, I don't know necessarily what I was eating every time. It was a fatty meal.
You probably had enough fat to absorb some vitamin D, though.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. As long as there was some fat component.
Well, and this is what I was wondering too, because I know that I could have tried to naturally raise it more. You know what I mean? Better diet. I don't know if I could have changed some things in my exercise. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of different ways. I've had people on that have talked about increasing your testosterone naturally. I get it. How much more could I have changed it from where I was at? Yeah. That's my question.
And you're saying,
and speaking
it
of
would have been negligible.
Well, and speaking of my doctor, and I'm not saying that he's going to, I would guess he would tell me the truth. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's also selling this stuff. You know what I mean? At his practice, you know.
He's
at his clinic. So it's kind of like
he's billing your insurance over services.
Exactly. Well, I'm paying out of pocket. Insurance doesn't cover it. But what he was saying is that, like, you could raise it naturally. How high are you going to really get? You know what I mean? And my thing is I want to feel like I used to feel. Yeah. And ever since I've been on it, I feel young again. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know I'm only 32. Everyone's like, you're young. You know, what do you need to be on it?
I think he did the right decision. For your goal, you're going to get it higher taking it. That's easy. And you're going to have more testosterone from taking it than even without working out. If you take it, your testosterone is going to be higher than someone who is working out because you're taking it. You can adjust it to whatever level you want it to be. And he could ask you about any kind of symptoms you might be having. Or like, how do you feel? And he could go by that. And he's not just looking at the number.
Yeah, and that was another thing too, is that he would ask me that, and I took to it very well. I mean,
and you were like, up it a little bit.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real, dude. I'm up it as much as you can, as long as you know.
As long as it's within the normal range.
I say that, but I'm on a cycle currently, so I'm not
like
on,
in addition.
I'm not on just TRT currently.
Okay,
I'm actually on one of my first cycles right now. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I'm this goody two shoe. I'm only doing TRT at a very low level. I'm not. I started out with that.
So you are on the TRT as well, though, right?
Yeah, as well. Gotcha. Still, yeah.
Stacking
right now. Stacking, boy.
What else are you on?
Mass and sus. Okay. I'm doing like a Sustanon.
What's mass mean?
Massanon, I think it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Testosterone, Massanon.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn all this shit, man. But yeah, man, I felt great. My body's taken to it very well. I mean, I don't know how I look, but
you look good, man. You look
dude.
Heavy.
No, but that's the thing right now, dude. That's the only thing I noticed. I was cutting down on the TRT, but since I've been on this fucking cycle, oh, dude, like I feel chubby right now, man. Like kind of thick. You know what I mean? I don't know if I have been eating a lot more. A lot more. This shit's making me hungry as fuck. Is it? Like 3-4 meals a day.
Yeah, because you need those building blocks for what the testosterone is a key to unlocking those genes. It's a good it's unlocking the protein muscle synthesis genes. I can't think of an analogy right now. Oh, but hey, real quick, I'll talk about how to lower your cholesterol with the fiber. So when you eat fiber, it binds up.
Bro, we're talking about gear. We don't give a fuck about cholesterol right now.
That's good that you said that, because I bet that there's but it's not like
You think guys on gear give a fuck about cholesterol?
I don't really have much insight on that except for if that's what your goal is. And I think there's a little bit of a longevity and health sacrifice, though.
For sure.
Okay.
There is in everything.
And if you know that, then Yeah, dude. It's like driving a fast car.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get good gas mileages, but I'm having fun.
And this is what I tell people, you know, because everyone gives people shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a sport that doesn't fucking matter. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking practitioner.
Quality
at best,
of life,
you know,
versus
my quality of life is fucking greater. I look better. I feel better. I lift better. I do jujitsu better. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
That's,
you know what I
that's
mean?
actually
Like, that's kind of how I look at it.
I would hate for
know?
you to get into it uneducated.
Yeah.
But you already know what you're into.
I'm not going to say I'm the most educated, but I don't just go out.
But you get that there's
I look
risks.
into I look into this shit. I see what it's about, you know.
And then you know, like,
if you ask me, am I going to be able to recite everything off to you about this product? Probably not. You know, I'm sure there's things in pharmacy that you may have forgotten. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to be able to remember everything. All I know is I'm doing it the best I can. And if somebody comes at me who fucking eats McDonald's 3 times a week and tells me that, you know, why are you doing that shit? You know, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, man. We all have our fucking vices, man. You know, we all indulge in something. Mine, I'd rather do it in something that makes me feel good and look good. You know, that's the honest truth.
When did you start that cycle?
I don't know, like 5 weeks ago.
Because I ran into you at Walmart.
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
It was after Walmart?
Yeah, I just started. Yeah.
You hadn't started when I saw you at Walmart.
No, I did.
Okay, you probably just started.
Yeah, I just started. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been cool.
Nice. So it's safe to say my balls are bigger than yours.
My dick looks bigger, though. Yeah. But no, man, I'm like Craig Jones, man. Like he says.
Craig Jones, yeah.
He talks about, he's like, I tell all the everyone I'm on steroids. He's like, I'm not here to hide it. He's like,
he's funny.
I'm going to let them know what to do. That way, when the kids go out there and they get on it, at least they know the dosages. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, Craig Jones, man, that dude is on a whole
Does he tell you his dosages?
Well, that's what he was saying on Rogan. He was talking about his steroid use and how, like, he's not going to hide it. And, you know, he jokes around a lot. See, I never know when he's being fucking serious. I know he's on gear.
I heard he's admitted it.
Yeah, he's on gear, for sure. He's 30. He's 32 like me. Look at him. He's all bodied up. You know, there's no fucking way.
I think I can beat him, though.
John, if you don't stop, bro. If you don't stop.
No, definitely just kidding. That dude looks strong as hell.
Fuck man. Yeah, dude. He's shredded.
It wasn't until maybe a few years, like 2 years ago, that I even knew he was on gear.
Yeah.
Because some people, you know, like Gordon Ryan.
They claimed for so long that they weren't. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I just thought that he was one of those natural people. You go shake his hand, you're like, that's fucking strong motherfucker, you know?
Oh, have you met him?
No, but you can, I know, dude, yeah, that dude, I've seen him. He's one of them strong, he's one of those like strong tendon people. Yeah. It's the difference.
Who, Craig?
Yeah, he's like 6. Yeah, he's a big guy. He doesn't look buff, and that's why I was surprised when he was on stage.
Well, I don't think maybe he doesn't work out. He says he doesn't work out as much. So, I mean, Gordon's already, dude, I'm doing this fucking same shit he's doing, which I used to do back in the day. I didn't even know that was as efficient as it is. 4 days a week. He's released his workout program. Does a bodybuilder fucking program. 4 days a week, like I said, back and bis, chest and tries, legs, and then the last day is, why the fuck am I going blank? Shoulders. You know, shoulders and forearms you can throw in there, you know, probably some cardio.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do a high rep, 12 to 20 reps, you know. I do 4 sets. I've seen a big difference.
That's good. I should probably do a burn set because I'm only doing like 10.
Oh, I do a drop set on 4 set. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, drop set.
Oh, and that's when you do your 20?
No, you're 12 to 20 every set. Yeah.
And then you're doing 50 by the time you drop it then.
Yeah.
Well, you're tired by then.
I don't drop as much weight as they say. They say 20 to 30% on weight.
See, now that's one of those things.
I drop like 10 pounds.
Dude, that's another one of those things I'll put in the same category as stretching. Before you lift, you're not supposed to do it. Don't. You do your drop set how you want to do your drop set, dude.
That's what I do. I just knock off 10 pounds, whether it's dumbbells or it's fucking plates.
Yeah. I used to think about stuff like that. I'm just like going to the gym every day. Yeah. It's like,
Well, I look at it this way, kind of like in a bodybuilder's perspective, and he does too. It's like build muscle. You know, your muscle is going to keep you, you know, from getting injuries, you know, because you're building up the body, you know.
It literally
not breaking it down. So I mean, technically you're breaking it down, but lifting heavy weights going to break you down a lot more than it is lifting moderate weight at a high rep range. I feel like, at least that's how I feel personally.
Lifting lower weight is going to
not break down the body as much as it is lifting
The
big
joints
weight.
and the joints and tendons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good balance.
Yeah.
You don't want to go too light, but yeah, there is such thing as too light, I'm sure. But yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
as a matter of fact,
I lift a moderate weight. I don't lift light. If I'm getting to 20, I'm struggling.
Dude, I hurt my back and I was out for 6 months,
Uh-huh.
and I came back and benched like I had never taken off. And I think that's why I tore my pec, because the tendon wasn't strong enough. Because I was still strong. I got the mass there to produce enough contraction. You know, I had enough fibers there to get the weight up, but the tendon failed on me. My body failed on me.
You never messed around with anything back then?
Never. No,
really?
No, never.
Because you were fucking bodied up, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? I was also 175, stronger than I am now.
You look big though, because I remember you at Outback. I mean,
yeah, I was lifting for an hour and a half every day, fasted, and it was 5 days a week, and it was like legs, arms, back, shoulders. What was it? It was like something every single day. It was,
but it's crazy.
I literally had a shoulder day.
It's crazy that you were 175 because I was 185 out of high school.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't.
I got in my senior year, so I was bigger than you, but looked nothing like you at the time because I was skinny back then.
Yeah, I was.
But for some reason, I'm heavy, dude. People see me. I'm only 5'10",
and that's why I think.
And I'm 200. I just weighed myself right now before you came down. I was 220. I float between 215, 220.
Is that because of the cycle though?
No.
What were you before the cycle? Still
215. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't changed in
weight.
But
you're changing your composition though.
That's the thing. Yeah.
You're getting more.
The highest I've ever
muscle.
been is I've gotten up to 240 working out.
Damn.
Natural. But I was fat. I was kind of like a fat, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I've always been strong.
Yeah.
But physically just fat looking, you know, kind of chubby.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I don't know, but it's weird that my size, that I weigh that much, and I don't look like I weigh 215. I get told that all the time.
Like you look like you weigh less?
Yeah.
No,
you don't think so?
Yeah.
I get told that all the time. They're like, how the fuck are you 215? I'm like, I don't know.
I was thinking, how the hell are you only 215?
Really?
Dude, when you told me the other day when I walked up on you, like you want to roll, and we were just chilling next to each other, I'm like, it's just a big body, big bone, like big body. Like
I
just
don't fucking
just big.
see that, man. I think you look bigger than me in a good way, not a bad way.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How much you weigh right now?
200. I'm 200.
That's crazy. What the fuck? Man?
What do I look like?
I think you're bigger. I think you're like 230.
Yeah, 230.
I'm being serious, man.
That's,
not a bad 230. A
you
good
look like
230.
260, man.
No, I don't know about 260.
Yeah. But that's what it sounds like to me, because 230.
Yeah.
That's big.
See, 230 is not. I'm
With
only 10
legs,
pounds shy from that, dude.
With these legs, man. Maybe if my calves were bigger.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I make it up in the leg department. I do got big ass legs.
Could be.
And a big ass head. So I think I got 10 pounds.
Head?
Yeah, I think I got 10 pounds in the head already. So I'm probably only 205.
Your torso's thick though too.
Hey, bro, chill, man. I don't want to have a thick torso, all right? I'm trying to have a fucking V on me, man.
That just means thick core, strong core. There's nothing wrong with that.
If I had a strong core, I wouldn't have 2 herniated discs fucking last year, man.
I don't know.
I got a bad lower back, dude.
That's always the case. That's not always the case.
No?
Nah.
No.
You got a bad back, it doesn't mean everything else is. You know what I mean?
When it happened and they had me on prednisone, that shit sucked. Prednisone sucks.
Yeah.
Prednisone sucks.
Yeah.
And they gave me this
Did it disturb your sleep?
They gave me this painkiller that dried the fuck out of my mouth, dehydrated the shit out of me. I don't know what it was called. I have it upstairs in the bottle.
Was it an opioid?
No. It was like a really strong fucking ibuprofen. I don't know what they called it though.
Meloxicam?
I don't know.
Indomethacin?
No, it's not ringing a bell. But I basically took that with the prednisone, and it fucking just... I was in a Fuji tournament, got fucking wrecked.
You went to a tournament with the herniated disc? Oh, you didn't give a fuck. You were like, I'm still competing.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's why I haven't competed in a while, because I'm like, dude,
in the fucking 210 to 230 division or some shit. It was a fucking big ass fucking weight gap, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I did all right my first match. I lost by points. Fuck points. Submission only. And then I lost in my no-gi because I got called for reaping. They disqualified me on a single leg X. Pissed me off. Do move my foot. Fuck you. And then I asked them. I was like, I only got 2 matches. I was like, hey, can you guys give me another match? They're like, well, we're going to have to bump you up. That's the unlimited division. No weight class.
Absolute.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, it was just unlimited. It wasn't absolute.
Oh.
But it was those guys all 230 and above. And it was the advanced white belt at the time. And at the time, I only had 6 months at Helion. So I was in the novice.
Gi?
Yeah, gi. Well, I did gi. Yeah, just gi. I didn't do no gi. I did no gi in my division, but I did gi in the Unlimited. Got fucking wrecked, dude. They had me on the Fuji website. Some guy had me on side control. And I'm just like in pain, bro. My back is on fire.
A picture of you?
Dude. Yeah, a picture of me on their website, bro.
Did you tell them to take that shit down?
Fuck no, dude. I'm like, leave that shit up. I was a fucking idiot
tight.
for even fucking joining.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, that's cool actually.
Fuck no, it's not cool, dude. I was in fucking pain, man.
Not that part. No, not that part. That's
Just having
cool.
the picture up on the website?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to be the guy on top.
Well, no, it wasn't like it was on their like header, like homepage of their website.
Oh, that's how
it was the pictures they release that you can buy.
Oh,
Yeah, they have like their logo written across it. You can order them and shit. And yeah, it was kind of cool.
I bet that's a good hustle for them.
Yeah, all the tournaments do that. At least I think the majority of them do. But
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, man, it's fucking that herniated disc is no joke. But I wanted to go back on the antioxidant. What'd you say? Antioxidants?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that benefit of that for the body? Can you describe
Similar
that?
to working out.
Okay.
So whenever you work out, your body produces these.
Well, because I see. I'm sorry to cut you off. I see all these drinks, antioxidants, you know.
Yeah.
And I've heard, I've listened to podcasts on it. I've heard some, the benefits of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of hoping you could explain that. But so what are you saying that does for it? Like if I go buy this drink, what's it going to do for me?
Yeah. Kind of the same thing. So if you're putting a bunch of toxins in your body, like let's say you're a cigarette smoker, or you eat a lot of smoked brisket, and you're putting a lot of carcinogens in your body. That they basically can neutralize toxic compounds, like in a nutshell.
But any toxic compounds.
You have these oxidative stressors, these
Yeah.
Free radicals and reactive oxygen species that are bad for your cells.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have antioxidants that are antioxidative stress, and it basically just neutralizes them. But let's say you're really healthy and you work out. You're also...
And you don't smoke.
Your ability to deal with those reactive oxygen species, the ROSs, increases. Your ability to deal with them increases because you're in shape. Because working out actually stresses the cells a bit, and you'll get some of those byproducts. Like there's a whole list of them, but this is just a general.
Yeah.
But like you're creating a stress, but your body is recovering from it, so it's much better at recovering from it.
What's the benefit of stressing the cell? Like, what does it do?
Like the muscle cell, it's like working.
Oh, the muscle cell. Okay.
Well,
I get what you mean.
Well, any cell. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like doing something that requires high cognitive demand, and then you take a break. Or if you ever studied it's like working out your brain. Same with working out I'm just trying to think of another organ you'd want to stress, but like your heart, you want to get it pumping. When your heart pumps the blood, it fills up completely, and then it squirts the blood out, and then it goes all over your body. But it only squirts like half of it out. It leaves like half of it in there. It's your ejection fraction.
And so what happens
like
if you're just sitting all the time, never doing anything?
Then it always stays like that. Your oxygen demand in your tissues, you're not working out. It's not that much. So it's not going to squeeze more of that blood out. There's always some left in reserve for whenever you do start exercising. Then it can squeeze the full contents out.
But what's the con of it never being able to get into that mode of working out and being able to pump?
It's just not going to be as conditioned for it.
Right.
It's not conditioned. So basically, whenever you're conditioning your muscles, that's one of the things that it's doing. They actually there was a study that I heard a couple of doctors talking about someone who took blueberries or exercised or did blueberries and exercising, or something like that. And they were saying that if you exercised and took blueberries, the blueberries had a lesser effect on you because it's basically exercise is already doing such a good job of making your body more resilient on a cellular level, on like a chemical level.
Really?
That you didn't really need the blueberries. So like some people might eat a lot of their vegetables and antioxidants on the days that they don't work out even. So, you know, because working out is like the best thing a human can do. Exercising, all kinds of exercising.
Have you seen have you seen the trend of working out kind of increase since you have started and now? Because I've noticed like a lot of younger kids getting into it a lot more than when I was growing up. I feel like when I was growing up, it wasn't, I mean, maybe in your world. I don't know if it's because I wasn't involved in that, but I played sports.
I think we're getting more educated.
Yeah, because like when we were growing up, I don't feel like I seen people at the gym working out that were like in high school. You know what I mean? And now you go to fucking OGKC, there's kids in high school working out there, you know, all fucking in their, you know, workout clothes, all geared up and shit.
I think it's probably almost the same. Like there's always going to be that handful of people that like working out.
I know, but I think because of technology and people creating
definitely more
vlogs
educated.
and people making it more of a trend thing with the fashion and the, you know, YouTube and stuff, I think more people are getting into it.
I've noticed over the last 20 years, 10 to 20 years, you look at ingredients on things and it's like, man, this is pretty good stuff. It's because people are getting more educated to where the manufacturers are like, we have to make it healthy is like the best marketing tool. Now they're like, hey, it's healthy. And we actually have to make it healthy because these people aren't dumb. They can read a label. We have to make it. We can't be lying to people. And, you know, because we have to print the ingredients.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, as long as they're truthful on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like beef jerkies, there's no nitrate beef jerky, no nitrate bacon. And
yeah, but I mean, gym wise though, have you noticed an increase? I mean, you say you've been going to OGKC for how long?
15 years.
Yeah. I mean, think of the first couple of years you went and now.
It's hard to say because I was, you know what? There might be. I don't know how old everyone is I see in the gym today, though.
Do you feel like you see more people, though, in general? I guess it depends on what time you go, too.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I haven't noticed. So, but that's not to say anything, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like in general, and even if there was, it could be just my gym, you know.
I just feel like with my younger brothers, you know, I got a younger brother that's 18. I got another one that's like 20, you know, or 21, I think he is, and just to see them and how they are with their friends and stuff like that, like I feel like they're all pretty fit, you know. But maybe that's just who you hang around. Maybe I was hanging around the wrong crowd or something. I don't know. But I just feel like in high school, I don't remember everybody saying, yeah, I'm going to the gym after school, you know. Nobody. Like if you worked out, you were in a sport and you worked out only during that season for the sport. I've never heard of anybody going to, yeah, I'm going to OGKC afterwards. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because they were working out in their high school gym.
For sure.
That's what you want to ask. Were they lifting there? Because that was the free membership. I go to the school. I'm going to lift in my high school gym.
So would you guys go and lift? Like have a group of guys who'd go and lift with and stuff?
In the summer times too, especially.
Really?
Oh, dude. That was my first intro. I was 16 and I started lifting.
God damn, I wish I would have with you guys.
Me and like 3 other wrestlers. We would lift in the morning.
So I was just hanging around with the wrong dudes, man. That's all it was.
I was in a sport though, you know.
I was in a sport too. I played football and soccer my whole life, you know.
So you definitely lifted in the summer, right?
Yeah, I lifted in the summer. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't like.
So it was the summer for me too.
It wasn't like it was for like, you know, for camp. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, whatever we call it.
I got addicted to it, man. I had to lift.
But then I stopped playing sports my junior year. I only played freshman, sophomore year, and I stopped playing junior.
Okay.
So kind of in the height of it, I guess you would say I stopped. I started working. So I just kind of gave up on it. But I do remember like football, summertime, get dropped off, do 2-a-days and shit like that. Like I remember all that stuff. Working out before, then going out and drilling. But I just don't remember like, I mean, like you said though, we were doing it already then. So I guess, that's the way to look at it. I guess now I just see like, you know, these guys like my brother and all, you know, all his friends, like like, oh yeah, I'm going up to, the foundation or OGKC or whatever, So it looked like more of a trend now than anything. Than
I think
what it
there's
was
a
back
handful
then.
of us that get addicted to it in high school or wherever. And now that they're out of high school, they're going to continue with that lifting habit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a habit. That's why even if I spend time away from the gym, I am always, anything I put in my body, I'm thinking about my health. Even if I'm going on a binge of junk food, and I feel a little guilty, but it's like, okay, I better return to the gym. You can mitigate. You ever heard that you can't be healthy if you eat like crap and go to the gym? They're like, oh, you can't outwork a bad diet. Have you heard that before?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I think it's good to have a good diet and to be physically active.
I mean, I guess I've heard that both of them work hand in hand.
Yeah, but like, I think that working out is that underrated that you could eat like crap. Now, it also, when I say eat like crap, you have to consider the amount of calories you're taking and how much crap did you eat. Did I eat like crap because I ate a cheeseburger? Mm-hmm. Or is it like, no, I actually only eat one of those?
Yeah, but what if you're eating it every day?
I think that if you're active, dude, I think that it doesn't really.
Maybe for a 20-something-year-old. What about a 30 or 40-year-old?
So here's another thing. Caloric restriction is linked to longer lifespans. They did it in mice. If you don't feed, like you can add.
So like being in a calorie deficit.
Not a deficit, just not a surplus all the time. Mm-hmm. Over the lifespan. Like you can count the calories over a lifespan. It would be hard to do, but over a lifespan, compare the guy that's had less calories over a lifespan. He lives longer than the guy that has had more calories over the lifetime.
Why do you think that is?
Because your body is, your body doesn't need to stay alive anymore. Your cells, they're sitting there and they're getting this food in the form of sugar and fat, and it's always abundant. So their mechanisms for staying alive kind of go to sleep. Yeah.
And putting them in a
how are they smart enough? Because they're not really thinking this, but why is that? And that's because you're so relaxed and you're not giving yourself acute stresses enough that your body must think that you've already reproduced, and like we're in good times right now. It's all about reproduction. Really? There's a new thing out that's not a new thing, but it's called hormesis, and it's basically saying if I eat plants, specifically their stems and their leaves, that you live longer because your body, because they have these like little toxins in them, and they make your body live longer basically once you eat it.
You promoting vegans right now? Veganism?
No, I mean, I couldn't. I am not vegan, so I couldn't. They're probably pretty healthy though.
Yeah.
But I think that I like eating meat, dude, and I think I don't know.
I think you should eat both. I mean, I think
you should eat both. Yeah. A human is an omnivore, so why not just eat both? Yeah. We're not really specific. We're not specialized hunters. Yeah. We're not like dogs and wolves that are carnivores, really. Mm-hmm.
But we're able to do both, like you said. Being an omnivore, you're able to eat plants and meat.
We're not specialized. Like we're not we don't eat raw meat like a dog could, or really a wolf for the best, or a lion. Yeah. Because, like dogs can't even have chocolate because of the theobromine in it, because or they can't have caffeine. Mm-hmm. Whereas humans, the enzymes in our liver that are responsible for metabolizing all of the xenobiotics, all of the things that we put in our body, all of the compounds, all the random things that might be coming into our body, whatever might be in tea, or the enzymes responsible for metabolizing those things, they're very non-specific. They'll like, dude, I'll metabolize that. I'll metabolize that. When you learn about it in pharmacy school, they give you like a handful. CYP, P450. They're all cytochrome P450s, right? That's the enzyme. And there's a CYP 2C9, a 2C19, a 3A4, and a 2D6. There's all these enzymes, but there's only like a handful. And if you look at all of the potential compounds our body is capable of metabolizing, we can metabolize like hundreds or thousands probably, right?
Yeah.
With about 10 enzymes. Whereas specialized hunters, or like a carnivore, for example, they're a lot of that stuff's toxic. How many times have you heard you can't give that to a dog? They're specialized, you know?
Yeah.
And the same with omnivores. They probably aren't that good at eating meat. Their body's just not good with or not omnivores, excuse me, like herbivores.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also you can look at their teeth structure. What are they meant to be
rounded
doing?
and pointed.
And some people argue that we're more leaning towards herbivores. Like, yeah, we don't have like carnivore teeth or whatever. And so that's why you shouldn't be eating meat, because it increases your cholesterol. We're not meant for that. And that sounds like a pretty okay argument, actually.
Well, they've also said those studies have been flawed too, because what else are they eating with that meat? Is it just strictly meat when those studies were done? That's the thing about studies, is they're kind of...
Or I mean, I'm just people that have said that. I don't even know if there's any study. There probably is.
Well, there is studies on it. And I've heard of some being kind of, you know, they're kind of fucked up because they're like, yeah, the cholesterol increases off of eating meat, or meat can be bad for you if you eat it. But they're also testing them eating a cheeseburger or something. You know what I mean? Something not... That's
actually good.
Not almost
that's
healthy,
point.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Are they eating just a steak, a plain steak with
nothing?
Are they eating a shake? Yeah.
Is there a bun on it?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, does he have a bunch of ketchup or a ranch or condiments on it? You know what I mean?
Atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. I think the carbohydrate, sugar, is a big component of it. Not only just because cholesterol is like found in the plaque doesn't mean that like it's solely responsible for it, but it needs to be there. It's like if I have the ingredients to make a bomb here, I'm the bomb maker. So all this stuff is harmless unless I'm here to actually put together in the right proportion. So it's like you add sugar in the mix and it could change everything, because our vascular system is just a reaction vessel. So if you put two things in there that shouldn't be in there, or two things that shouldn't be in there at that concentration.
And the sugar is what's fucking everybody up right now, isn't it?
Yeah. High sugar, blood sugar levels isn't good for your nerves.
And sugar's in everything.
Yeah.
You look at it, almost everything. Yeah. So processed food wise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Have you went on like a low carb before? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
You shed like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, but yeah.
Yeah, but we have an explosive sport. We need those glycogen stores, but not that you can't.
That's how I feel like. I feel like shit. You know, like I don't have energy. You know.
Yeah.
Especially when you. I mean, but I don't. I mean, I guess if you eat rice and stuff like that, you know. I mean.
But that's also working out your muscles is so healthy for you, because it creates a glucose sink. Mm-hmm. So like I said, your blood sugar doesn't need to be elevated for extended periods of time, especially over the lifetime. You don't want your blood sugar to be very high. Mm-hmm. If your muscle is fatigued, the glucose is going to go into the muscle and out of your blood. Mm-hmm. So you get rid of it. It's a sink. It's like because your muscles are super tired and you feel pumped. So now you got these glycogen stores in your muscles. You know, you eat a meal and now your muscles are storing all of that glucose in your muscles. And that's another reason why you can look pumped up too.
Yeah.
The other reason is muscle protein synthesis, where your fibers are getting bigger, you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
But that's how you can lower your blood glucose. I think that's way underutilized. Resistance weight training, exhausting the muscle. Like, what's the danger in that? If it's light enough, you're not going to tear a tendon. Go into exhaustion. I mean, that's at one end of the spectrum, but just in general, weightlifting.
To increase muscle mass, do you have to lift more weight, bigger weight every time? Like increase gradually over time?
There's something called the Henneman size principle that aligns with what you just said. But I was listening to Huberman and he was saying,
I like that's Huberman.
Yeah, he mentioned that. He's got a 3 hour. I did listen to that on Muscle Mass, his 3 hour.
Yeah, his are good. They're hard not to listen to.
You got to get through some of the stuff that you already know first to get a few of those pearls in there. Mm-hmm. I don't think it. I mean, I think you should go up weight, you know, eventually, but it's not. I think the emphasis is a little too hard on it. If you're doing relatively heavy, like to where you can only get like 8 to 10 reps, I think that's good. I think that's good. And especially if you do like 10 sets of that, you're getting the stimulus is there. The question
10
is,
sets?
I mean, that's high volume. You're definitely going to gain something there.
What do you mean 10 sets? Like over a week?
You could do that, or you could do it in a day.
10 sets of one.
10 sets of 10, 100 squats.
Really?
But with 185, right? Or like with whatever you can get 10 out of comfortably without hurting
How
your
the hell
back.
are you going to do a leg day and every
That
single...
was my leg day like a couple weeks ago. That's what I did.
Just squats, 10 sets.
Because it's so taxing. I have no time for a leg extension, leg curl, abs, nothing. My squat day is just squats. I only squat that day because it's so taxing. And by the time I'm warmed up and done with that, it is about an hour. So it's like, that's my workout. I squat.
I know, but why not have 6 different leg exercises and do 4 sets of each?
Here's an analogy. You and me go to a bar hop. So we go to the first bar. We got to wait in line.
Yeah.
All right. Got to pay the cover. Paid the cover. Got to get a drink. Got to wait in line to get a drink. Now you have to find a seat. We just sat down. 15 minutes go by. We finish our drink. You're like, oh, let's go to the next bar. We just got here though, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, and that wasn't my analogy. That was Mike Israelitel's analogy, which is a great analogy. He's got a great. Anything you want to like science wise, I recommend going to him. Renaissance periodization guy. He's actually he knows KCBJJ. He's affiliated with them. He's got someone.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is he here local?
He's a grappler too.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's brown. He's at least a brown belt.
Is he here local? Like
no, I don't think he's local though.
Okay.
But anyways, that's like it is. That's what it's like when it's working out. Your 4th or 5th set, I feels kind of the best because you're like, dude, now I'm warmed up, and then just do squat. Imagine if you did. The problem that's one of the problems with working out is people are doing too many different things.
Yeah, but also the problem is too on squats. What all are you working out muscle wise on squats?
Oh, gosh.
Just your hamstrings and
your quads, hamstrings, and ass. What more? It's a complete workout. It's a compound lift. You're squatting, right?
Yeah, I'm squatting, but I'm also doing the Bulgarian split
But
squats.
so am I. But I'm doing it the next day.
Yeah,
You know
I only
what I
do
mean?
leg day once a week.
I'll do leg day 3 times a week, 4 times a week. But I'm spreading. Once I hit an hour.
Well, then how are you hitting chest and arms and back and
the
all
other
that
half of the week?
Oh, that's a lot, man. I feel like.
Yeah.
No wonder you don't have time to go to jiu-jitsu. That's a lot, bro.
It's only an hour every day, though.
I know.
Well, think about it. Here's the way I look at it.
So you're telling me the way I do it is probably not sufficient?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm just asking. I'm trying to find the best way right now. I mean, I know there's probably many different.
It sounds like we do
ways.
almost the same thing. I'm just doing honestly.
I have usually about. Well, think about it. I have about probably 8 exercises I do a day,
and that's
because I'm doing 2 different muscle groups.
So what I honestly,
except on leg day,
I probably only have about 8 to 10 exercises per upper and lower body workout, and that's why I have to spread them out throughout the week.
So you're doing like an upper and lower split.
So really, what I'm doing
or
is
upper lower legs.
You're doing an 8 exercise upper day or lower day 8 exercises. So am I, but it takes me 3 days. I'm really doing it old man style.
Oh, okay.
And really, the way I'm gauging it nowadays is I've been in here an hour and I'm kind of tired and I need to save my energy because I got shit to do today. Or else I would stay here and do the whole thing. But really, I'm no good after an hour, hour and a half anyways.
So what are you doing like on an arm day? Are
you
you just curling for 10 sets, 10 reps?
Arm day, I'll do either bench with the dumbbells or incline bench with dumbbells or flat bench with the barbell or incline.
Which I understand that works out your arms too, but that's mainly chest targeted, right?
Right. But then I do supersets on everything. I do like a 5-banger.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll do that, and then I'll go right over and I love skull crushers, but my skull crusher set consists of
What's a 5-banger? What do you mean a 5-banger?
I mean like I'll do a 5 workout circuit superset.
Oh, okay.
But I might rest. It's not.
But you're only supersetting 2 different workouts, right? So if you're doing bench, are you doing curls as well?
I'll do bench. I like to.
Well,
do
I guess
like,
you do triceps, so you do some.
I like to do like 3
extensions.
or 4 tricep workouts and like 2 or 3 bicep workouts
in one day.
Yeah, but I might only go through the circuit twice. But I might, while I'm on there on that second set, since my triceps are warm, I might just do like 15. So I got 30 reps in. So that was 3 sets anyways, if I did 2 sets. Or I might do 18. And then I'm done because it saves time and I got my reps in. Dude, there's so many different ways you could do it.
Yeah.
But more reps is always better.
Okay.
If you have time to do 8 sets, 5 sets of 10, and I just did 2 sets of 15, and you did 50, I did 30.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your stimulus is better than mine.
So I think I'm on target then because I'm doing 4 sets from 12 to 20.
Yeah, I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like a lot, but I'm spreading it out because I want to do really good with focusing on those workouts because I just don't have time. Yeah, I'm actually surprised doing all that. You have that much time.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
an hour if I superset them. I mean, think about it. I only got about
for 8 workouts.
I got about 5 or 6 chest or let's say on my back day. I got about 5 or 6
we
back
should work
exercises.
out sometime.
Yeah.
You take me through one of yours and I'll take you something of mine.
Let me know.
Nothing special. I mean, like, I'm not going to impress you.
You're still working at OG, right? Or are you still lifting at OG, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
When do you usually go? Is it random?
When I prefer to go is different than when I do go.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like 9, sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 10. If it's afternoon, I hate going anytime.
Do you go on the weekends?
Oh yeah, I don't even look at my weekend as a weekend. If there's a muscle that can be trained, why not?
Well, let me know on the weekend.
I don't care if it's calves.
Yeah,
I don't care if there's something I can do.
Let me know on like a Sunday morning or something. I'll go out there with you.
Before jiu-jitsu maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down. Let me know.
You just get a day pass.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, shit, man. Cool. You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you having me.
I'll have all your links and stuff like that in the bio or the header and all that stuff. So
cool.
But hell yeah, man, we'll have to do it again though, man.
I'll have to watch my own episode.